Okay, that's what's on now. So who fancies doing a recap of what happened last week when we played? Was everyone here last week? Some people weren't here last week. Who were we missing last week?
Here.
Finn wasn't here last week, so let's dive in a bit more in depth. Catch Finn up.
Alrighty. In Meriden, in the capital, Rurak and Farafin had the previous session had went to the Artificer's Tower and had then decided to go not to the Grand Temple in Meriden, but to the Grand Temple of Altius on top of Mount Grey Thunder. So Farafin had done a little tree walk for the two of them, a little tree stride, and then did a wind walk from the base of the mountain to the top, where the two of them entered the Grand Temple, and Rurak had said hi to everyone there. Seen Matuk and all caught up in that, but then pretty much got straight to it and asked all of his followers to join him in a large communal prayer as part of the ritual for a resurrection spell for Muir, after he'd placed all of the items that he had left of her, including the dust as well that she had turned into. Yeah, that spell was underway for a good few hours, and I think that's pretty much, we'd gotten to almost the climax of it, and we were waiting to find out the result.
Yep.
And so I think it was, yeah, pretty much like the whole church joining in on that, and Farafin had assisted Rurak as well, providing some druidic benefits to the spell.
Yep, that was what's going on there. What was going on elsewhere?
Prison break. We broke out of prison, and then we caused a prison riot, and we went after Malbryn's brother, and we took the daggers back, and we teleported away. And then we found... Oh, there's fucking Clockman after us. I forgot. We met the dude that calls Malbryn mistress all the time. And then we were like, okay, peace. And ran into Clock. Killer Clock.
All right, so the bonus round, because Matt's not here and Finn wasn't here, so what happened on scale last week as well?
There's meetings. It was meetings between.
Second meeting.
Was it the second meeting? They had already done the first meeting, the previous session. Okay. So I am awful with the scale clans. So I know they had done the meeting where they had pretty much agreed neutrality with I want.
Okay, right. That's us back on after the thing crashed. So what were we? The last thing I remember was someone was saying Patrick was attempting a scale recap.
And
quite admirably attempting.
Then we went on to prison break.
No, we did prison break before that.
Yeah, Izzy added some stuff to Patrick's thing,
saying that the meeting wasn't with a clan, it was with one of the battle mages from one of the armies, and Aaron was going, please don't laser beam our army when we come in. And she's like, okay, I'll give you the weekend, but there's not much I can do about it. And I think that's what that was.
Yeah, that was basically what happened last week. So do we want to pick up in Grey Thunder, or do we want to pick up in the Nethergloam with the time monsters?
I mean,
I don't mind.
Okay, we're going Nethergloam.
Okay.
I've decided. I've made the call.
All right.
Tangerine dreams.
Yeah, let's put the Nethergloam one on.
Dreams.
So we need we'll use the Rylandar scene we were not using before, so I'll activate this one. And I better put it on the map version of the stream. The streams, I've forgotten to put that thing on. I'm a mess. So now I gotta go. Nope. Right, so I'll can this combat. This is going right now. Get these guys. I'll get her going. Clear all the drawings. And we need a kind of a squiggly cave opening. So like that. And there's a door. Let's say it's there. And stepping out from behind the door, as you open the door, is one of these guys. And
It's a sea.
No.
And you may all roll for initiative, those of you that are there.
Ay. What? Why is my
I would
character
love
sheet
to
not
if I
opening?
could read.
Reading is good.
Shit.
I'm pressing my little hotkey to open my character sheet. It's not working.
Oh.
You
I
need
was
to
going-
refresh if you haven't.
Oh.
Yeah, because my internet died.
Oh yeah. Refresh.
Apologies.
Refreshing. Why am I? I'm so bad at typing. Just loading.
So yeah, so you guys were you had just bid scales for a while. He's kind of ambled. He's kind of loped back down the corridor, as per your instructions. And he's disappeared out of sight. And then you had gotten to this big brass, golden-colored door that you had entered from the Black Tower, lo those many moons ago. And you had cranked it and opened it, and it's almost like you only opened part of the door. And part of the door stayed where it was, and with this kind of golden, kind of mechanical metal, and then it kind of, sort of Michael Bay transformed, and became this golden construct that is looking right at Malbryn. So is this relatively who would have opened the door? Who was going to be right in front?
Me.
All right. Okay, cool. So Malbryn's right there, and so it's the golden fella that's go first, and he's gonna try to stab you.
Is there supposed to be a map?
Do you reckon this guy had to get the train down from the Northern Expanse, go through the city, go down a big tower?
Could be an airship.
He's got a fucking airship?
Yeah.
You can see he's got wings as well, just to be clear,
He's
because
got
that's
wings?
previously tripped people's up. Yeah, so he's gonna attack Malbryn with his little chubby hand. Yeah, does a 22 hit you?
Yep.
Let's kick over to combat music actually. So you're gonna take Ms. Rylandar 20 damage. And he's gonna attack with his other one.
Oh no.
Does a 24 hit you? It must 20 hit you before.
Yep.
So you're gonna suffer 23 damage, and you are now a 13th level rogue.
Yep.
And Lidda, it's your go. So you watch as Malbryn kind of sidles up and opens the door. You guys have had a bit of a day, bit of a 48-hour period. Malbryn opens the door, and you can hear this ticking sound in your head. And Malbryn, you can also hear a ticking sound in your head. And then you see, part of the door get left where it is, and then become one of these golden construct things, and then it just cuts straight into Malbryn, like stabs her, like a slash and then a stab through like her side. So what do you do?
Seeing that Malbryn is in pretty bad shape already, and we can't teleport out of here, we're going into fight mode.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to cast Tasha's Otherworldly Guise.
What the heck's that do?
So... Wait. Question. When they did damage last time, was there any sort of specific damage type that happened a lot?
They just seem to be regular damage.
Okay.
Didn't seem to have any supernatural component to it or anything.
Okay. So I am drawing on the magic of the upper planes to transform myself. I gain the following benefits until this spell ends. It lasts for up to a minute. Concentration spell. I am immune to radiant and necrotic damage. I'm immune to the charm condition. I have spectral wings that appear on my back, giving me a flying speed of 40 feet.
Right.
I have a +2 bonus to AC.
Okay.
All my weapon attacks are magical, and when I make a weapon attack, I can use my spellcasting ability modifier instead of strength for dex for the attack and damage rolls.
Okay.
And I can attack twice instead of once.
Okay.
Whenever I take the attack action. So
Sure.
I'm assuming I can, if I can attack twice, that means I can do two. Can I use 2 spells to attack?
No.
Okay.
You can attack with a weapon twice, but you can't do 2 spells.
Robin, do you have a spare dagger?
They nicked all of my daggers. Okay.
Oh, come back!
I
You got a bag.
I have 2 daggers and Palor, which I'm not attuned to, so that's a regular dagger as well. I think. It might still be magic.
Is it okay if I nick one of them?
I'm dying. Go for it.
Okay.
Do what you want.
Okay, so that was my bonus action. So now we're getting on. I'm just gonna fucking go up to them and attack them. First we'll use a spell. What spell shall we use? Wait, I just used a spell, so I have to use like a cantrip.
Yeah. I don't really. The rules are kind of abstruse on it. So a cantrip or a bonus action spell.
Well, I just used a bonus action. This
Okay,
will be my
then
action.
a cantrip. Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna do a little fire blast. Make a ranged spell attack. Do I remember how to do any of this shit? No.
You should be able to click on the little icon, and it'll give you buttons to do the things you got to do for the spell. Yep, 33 will hit it, yeah.
Fire damage.
Oh, you did it already, didn't you? Nice.
And then I will go up here. Take a dagger off of Malbryn's belt or whatever and just be like, fuck, I don't know how to use. Okay, let's go. And we're making an attack. I have no fucking clue how to do this.
So if you're gonna make an attack, that would be an action. So you need to do that on your next turn. But you can certainly you can pop off a spell, yank a dagger, and then Be ready. Next round.
Wait, so is it? Well, so does attack twice mean I would have to be using the dagger twice in one round? I can't.
Hang on. Let me have a look at the
use
spell.
an attack spell.
Let me have a look at the spell. What's it called?
Tasha's otherworldly dies.
Otherworldly squeeze. Let's see. Come on, come on. Come on, game. Yeah, so on your next turn, you use your action and your bonus action. So on your next turn, you can use your action to attack with the dagger, and you'll get 2 attacks with it.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
or you can use your action for any other action stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
In that
Anything else on
case,
your turn then? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move up.
Okay.
Is it better for Malbryn if I'm on a specific side of the thing for flanking, or is it?
I get sneak attack no matter what if it's flanked, right?
Yeah.
Like flank counts all the way around.
Okay. So I'm fine just being here.
Yes. That I think
Cool.
so.
That's my turn then.
Okay. Malbryn, it's you. You've just been stabbed by this thing. You've never seen this thing before. You don't know where it's come from. You can hear this ticking sound in your head. You've just been stabbed in the guts by a friggin' golden robot. What are you doing? Lidda's got wings now. In like the split second that it takes you to process what's going on.
Well, I reread Palor. Palor is always a D8, which is good.
Mhm.
I'm not doing too good. But I don't know if there's... I have a potion of healing. I do not know if there's much point in drinking it, because whatever it gives me is going to get removed next round anyway. So I guess I'm just going to hit, but I'm going down.
Alright, I mean, it did hit you with 2
Also-
very good rolls, to be fair. Like, that was a honest lucky streak, and you can kind of tell that as a seasoned professional. You know, you weren't ready for it, and that's part of why it hit you.
Sure, but he did do 5 times more
Yeah,
damage than I have.
sure.
You know? I'm trying to remember how to fight as Malbryn as well. Hold on. There's the right. Malbryn Rylander Master Assassin. Assassin. That's that stuff. That's not what I was looking for. What's my thing where I can melee and then range? Is that a thing I can do? Or
That's a
is that
Zarzan
poison?
thing.
Jake, I don't remember what Malbryn can do.
Um,
They're the same person now.
as memory
Don't you, like
serves,
stab 3 times or something.
Not Malbryn.
as memory serves, you used to
It's
either
just normal attack.
pop off 2
and
shots
sneak
or
attack.
stab twice. And then it's all about
Stab
getting your
twice?
sneak attack. Yeah, because you can attack
I-
with your main hand and your offhand.
Is it a thing where
long
I...
time.
But I can't attack and shoot? Or can I do that?
You can do that, yeah.
Okay.
But when you're in melee range with someone, you don't want to, you know, you're not as
Yes.
good at shooting them.
That's disadvantage at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Okay.
But
Okay,
you're also
well,
good
I'm
at
gonna-
like totally legging it as well. And
Sure, but what's the point? Because if I leg it, I'll move 6 squares, and then it'll move 6 squares,
That's
and
true,
then it'll
yeah.
hit me again.
Yep.
So
That's probably how it's gonna go.
You could dash.
I think it can catch up to me.
Maybe it does have wings, but I don't know.
Okay, well here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. Fuck it. I'm gonna hit him with Palor.
Go for it. Can I do it with the thing? Does it? Oh no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, does it? Attack. Normal. That's 26 to hit. That'll hit him.
So I do damage.
Yep.
Which this should be a D8. Yep.
Yep.
And then I get sneak attack on that.
Yep.
Can I? Features. Where's sneak attack? Jake, help me.
I think sneak attack is in your. Foolishly, I think it's in your inventory because it's like you can use it as a weapon.
But I can't do anything with it.
Can you click on the icon? Does it not do anything?
Like, it doesn't have any buttons to do stuff. Oh.
There you go. Yeah, you click on the wee icon. Of
What
sneak
icon?
attack. So in your weapons, there's like a purple
Oh,
knife.
the little image.
Yeah, the little image. Yeah,
Oh.
and then you get damage.
Well, get fucked. Did that work?
Nothing's come through on my end.
It's now a grayed out button for me.
Oh. Tell you what, just roll 76 and then. There we go.
27.
Okay.
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 I might run away. I can disengage as a bonus action.
Mhm.
So I shall.
Go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. Anything else on your
That's
turn?
me. No,
You're not making any offhand attacks or anything?
I can. Oh yeah,
Oh, hang on. No, you use the bonus action.
yeah. That's
So
a bonus
you-
action,
yeah.
right?
Okay. So it's going to be its turn next. Yoink. As predictably, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just walk straight past Lidda.
Is that an attack of
Attack of opportunity.
It would be, yeah. Go for it.
Am I allowed to use spells for attack of opportunity? Or does it has to be weapon attack?
Has to be
I
weapon
remember.
attacks unless you've got a special. There's a feat that lets you do spells. I think.
Okay, so I'm going to attack with a dagger.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna roll the just dice normal because I
Yeah,
don't have any of this
sure.
shit set up.
That's fine.
So attack roll 7 plus. I get to use my spellcasting ability modifier. So is it like the same that I would use for a spell attack?
Yeah, I think so, because wizards are proficient in daggers, right? You can use a dagger.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, then yeah, it's just basically it's just your spell
So
attack.
it's plus 11, so that's 18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll him. Yeah,
And then is it a D4 for a
it's a
dagger?
D4 a dagger. Yeah.
D4, and then I get to add another spell thing to it. Yeah, it says add my spellcasting ability modifiers to the attack and damage rolls.
Sure.
I
So
get
it's
to do
just your
the-
intelligence mod.
Oh, okay, that's just my intelligence one.
You want your proficiency bonus as well.
Okay, so
Now you look like
ooh.
you've just had a moment there.
I didn't have the damage.
Ooh.
Oh, you can retroactively have it if you would have had it.
Yeah, I plan to. But I don't remember what it was.
A solid 9 damage.
9.
Yeah.
Yoink. All right.
I need
So-
to get like some kind of weird weapon to keep with me now that I have this spell.
So yeah, so the golden guy hit you for 20 or 23 now. If you want to get half of, if you want to pick one to get half back.
Can I pick one?
Yeah.
I'll pick the 23.
All right.
So is that 11?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so literally this thing just walks straight back, just like implacably clanks past you, and you go, "Eh!" and you jib it. And you're like, for someone who's you probably maybe only really used a knife for like cooking and stuff, general household knife usage, you feel like you do pretty well.
Nice.
And then it's gonna try and hit Malbryn again. Yeah, so it tries to hit an 8, and an 8's not gonna hit. Then it's gonna try and 17 hit you.
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna take 21 damage, heals.
You
I
down?
had 21 hit points.
No.
Ooh.
That's okay. We're good.
Okay.
We'll get you.
So Malbryn, so Lidda, you watch as Malbryn, from your perspective, this thing just kind of strides towards you, in a somewhat intimidating fashion, and just like hits you again, misses, or throws one big sword down, kind of clanks into the cave floor, and then kind of gets you on the upswing and just kind of cuts across your chest, and you kind of get, with the force of it, you kind of like land flat on your back and things go blank. And Lidda, you see all this play out from holding your knife in the distance. But it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna make 2 attacks on this guy
Okay.
first. And 12 plus 11,
That'll hit you.
8 plus 11.
That will also hit.
Okay, so it's 2d4s plus 10.
Mhm.
13 damage.
13 damage.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Malbryn.
Okay.
I don't know if it's really worth it, because... well, it's probably worth it if they keep going after you to try and, like, turn you into sand, so I think getting you back up is probably the best thing to do. So... Healing Word... Where the frick is it? Healing. Normal. 6 HP back.
Okay. Anything else on your turn, Lidda?
Oh, that is me.
Okay, so Malbryn, you
Oh.
get slashed by this thing. You kind of face plant into the dirt, and then you hear Lidda's voice from kind of like your head's all swimming, and you hear this kind of like warbly voice from Lidda. Is there a specific word you use when you do healing word or anything, Lidda? Do you have is it just like a abstract word, or?
I don't know. I feel like it's probably just like her just, like yelling the person's name or something.
Sure. Yeah, so you can hear Lidda calling you, Malbryn, and you're gonna come back to, and it's your turn.
I've got a really annoying question.
Okay.
There's no such thing as double disadvantage.
No.
So if I have disadvantage,
Mhm.
there's nothing stopping me doing something else that would give me
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
And if I also had advantage, then it would cancel out that disadvantage. It'd just be a regular roll.
Yeah. Yes. That is
Okay.
how it's supposed to work. Yeah.
Okay, my plan is to
Mhm.
swing and hit with Pallor, and
Mhm.
then bonus action attack with wrist rocket, which will be disadvantaged.
Yes.
However, Lidda is flanking,
Mhm.
which gives me advantage.
Yes.
So it's just a regular. That bonus one is a regular
Mhm.
roll.
Yeah. So
I also
yeah. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
just gonna say that you only get sneak attack on the first one, but no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, sorry, never mind. Yeah, continue.
I have the sharpshooter feat.
You do.
Before you make an attack, does that count as a bonus action attack?
Yep. Yeah, that's attack.
With a ranged weapon that you're proficient in, you can choose to take. Oh, I had this wrong in my head. I thought it gave me disadvantage, but it doesn't. It's a -5 to the attack roll, but it'll increase damage. Okay. Well, I can come to that if I want to. Okay, I'm gonna hit him.
Go for it.
So attack. Oh yeah, I get triple advantage. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 20 will hit.
So boom. That's 13.
Uh-huh.
Is he still alive?
He's still standing, yeah. It does look relatively rough. I mean, you've never seen a golden time robot before, but if you imagine if you had seen one and it was looking rough, it would probably look like this.
Okay. Do I -5 to the attack roll? Is this one advantage? Oh, I didn't do the sneak attack.
You didn't do the sneak attack.
Right, this didn't work last time.
You go. Yeah, that worked this time.
21.
Nice.
Still standing.
Okay. Right. I think so. I still have the Roland wrist bow up on the thing. That'll work, right?
You should do, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take a -5 to this,
Okay.
and it's an advantage roll.
25 will hit, yeah.
So then it's +10 to the damage on it.
Mhm.
So that's 21 damage.
He's still standing. Just like so. Yeah, so you kind of roll over from your position in the dirt, and I don't know, you maybe kind of like do like stand up via like kicking around and like slashing at him, and then fire one into him, and you connect with like the thing's spine, and then you fire off an arrow that kind of goes like through its like chest cavity, and kind of seems to impact something. It kind of stops some motion in it, but it's still kind of, so it's like it's moving, and still looks like it's about to try and murk you, but is kind of juddering, and there's this awful like grinding metal sound from inside it. It certainly doesn't look like it would withstand another of those hits, and so it's its go. Unless there's anything else on your turn.
Nope.
Okay. So it's gonna. Yeah.
Hang on one dastardly second.
Okay.
It hit me for 21 on the last one.
Yeah.
I didn't have that.
I mean, just
Yeah,
half of this time.
You gotta remember. You gotta
I
remember.
know I gotta remember. I haven't played Malbryn in like 2 years.
Does a 22 hit you? I assume so.
It does, yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna hit you for base 12 damage.
So I would be there. I would be there.
Okay. Including if you have to.
Including.
Well, if I have the previous one, I'm not sure.
Like this time,
Right?
like
Because I would have. No, not this time. Because I only had 6 now. But
Okay.
if I have the last one, I wouldn't have gone
Okay.
down.
all right.
You
Well,
know.
we'll play with the previous one because it affected religion and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So then, you fire off a wrist rocket into it, and it kind of judders up into it, but it doesn't. It's already kind of bringing a sword down on the downswing, and it kind of like claps you on the side of the head with the flat of it, and so, yeah, your vision goes dark again, and so it is gonna be a dick, and it's gonna hit you when you're down, or it's going to attempt to. So it has, if you're down, it has advantage on the attack, and if the attack hits, it's a crit, and so that'll be 2 death save failures for you. So
No problem. I'm just gonna get you back up again
Okay.
anyway.
so yeah, you can mark down 2 death save fails, Malbryn.
Alright.
And then Lidda is you.
Okay, first things first. That's another healing word on Malbryn.
Uh-huh.
What the heck is it that how do
What a bullshit spell. Absolute state of healing word, man.
That's 4 HP back. Goodbye death saving throws. And then we're gonna fly up to where his head is and try and stab him in the neck. Twice.
Go for it.
It's 21 to hit. And
Yeah, both of them will hit.
yeah. And then it's 2d4 plus 10, 14 damage.
14. Oh, 14, sorry. Yeah, it had exactly 14 hit points left. So, Lidda, you fly up and you kind of stab this knife into this thing's like what passes for its face, I guess. The kind of sundial face. You like get it like right in there, and then it kind of like crumples and starts like when a spider dies, it kind of like curls it, and it's kind of doing that kind of thing. And then it kind of crumples down as you're holding on to this knife in it, and then it fades into this kind of golden light. At which point we will do a little switch back to Mount Grey Thunder. We're going to check in with Rurak and Hrafn. So, all right. Now, let's have the creepy music on for the suspense here. So, last week, Rurak, I asked you to make a little roll to determine how well your spell did.
Mhm.
And so as you are getting to the end of this spell casting, you kind of the chanting from the dwarven congregation reaches a sort of apex, and this lightning begins to spring from your fingers as you finish the casting, and it strikes onto the altar where all of the kind of components of Muir have been laid out, and this light begins to grow more and more blinding as the spell is kind of like reaching its most potent point, and you can hear thunder rolling above. You can hear the sound of the earth itself shifting around you, thanks to the whispering that Hrafn's doing in order to aid all of this. And in this moment, as you are at the apex of this spell, you can tell that the resurrection is not going to work. Right now, it's like you can see Mira's soul is right there, and you're like reaching out and you can't quite get to it. You could get to it if you just pushed something a little bit harder, but the question is, how would you push it?
Okay. How would I push harder?
You get the sort of sensation as if it's like the spell needs a little more juice, like it needs something else added into it, like some kind of sacrifice or something might be able to push you over the line. Just like it's like you can just you could triggle each other's fingertips right now, but you can't quite grasp
Is there
it.
a traditional sacrifice in your religion?
I'm not sure if there's traditional sacrifice. Really, I know that like the kind of one the essential pillar of Altian faith is like freedom. So I think taking that literally kind of means sort of free to interpret and contribute to the spell with whatever I see fit. I think.
Mm-hmm.
And a sacrifice for Muir. Okay. Yeah. I think what Rurak is going to do. I don't know if this is. This is so graphic in a way. Which limbs was it that Muir had replaced with the robotic?
It was her left arm and her right leg. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rurak is going to put his left arm onto the altar and strike it with Thulnir, starting at the fingers, the back of the hand, the forearm, the elbow, the bicep, tricep, and finishing off at like the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And in a way, forge off his flesh and use that as a sort of sacrifice and basis for something for Muir to grab onto.
Okay. So yeah, so in this, so the question then is Muir's soul willing to come back? Is he?
I mean, I'd hope so at that point. That'd be a bit of a
Like, nah, Rurak, I don't give a shit.
Thank you, bye.
Thanks for the effort. See ya.
Sure. Okay. So in this moment, as there is this huge blinding light, as this lightning is kind of crackling off Rurak's fingers, and it doesn't feel like it's quite enough, and so he kind of wrenches one hand away from the altar and grips his hammer, and he pushes this other hand down, and he takes the hammer and he strikes his arm, and suddenly the light vanishes. Rurak, you feel this searing, sweltering pain as like this lightning that is springing out from your fingertips, as you're hammering away, works its way back up your arm. You can feel everything. You can feel a loss of sensation in your fingertips and spread up and down your arm, until you see, as the light fades, you see Muir's body is laid out on the altar, and you have a seared kind of bicep stump left on your left arm, and I imagine at that point you probably pass out. It's pretty quite a lot to go through.
Yeah, Rurak totally passes out. I think he's gonna.
I can do cure wounds and things like that on you.
Yeah, that'll be good. But in this second, Rurak's gonna like collapse, and still like try and keep his one good arm hand on the table, he's not able to like reach Muir, but he's definitely reaching for Muir.
Sure.
And yeah, I think that's when Rurak will totally pass out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Muir, from your
Yeah.
perspective, you are led through this doorway by OG Ramo into this bleak, colorless wasteland that you can see, and you see certainly as Ramo enters in here, if you hadn't already noticed it, his whole body is totally black and white. You get led into this kind of infinite black plane of like shadow and mist, and as you're walking through, you catch a glimpse of other people in your life that have passed away. I don't know who those people might be. I don't know if Mira's grandparents are still alive. If they're not, you maybe see them. All these other people that have touched your life in various ways. And as you get kind of led through, you begin to feel this kind of tug on you, and you can see kind of in what passes for the sky here, there is this kind of swirling mist of kind of like really dark gray cloud begins to form, and you feel this pull towards it as if there's something calling you through into another place, into the real world. Is that something you kind of are willing for?
I would like to try and hold on to Ramo
Sure.
while that's happening.
Sure. So, yeah, as you see this cloud, there is this very slowly for lightning. This arc of lightning kind of cracks through the sky, and you feel it connect into your chest, and start to kind of pull you up, and you kind of hold on to Ramo as best you can, and you kind of starts pulling the both of you up. But then, at about 100 feet in the air,
No!
it starts to struggle,
No!
and you feel as if it can't carry the both of you,
Oh god, no.
and you gotta let go of someone.
Give him a
Jake.
little...
Would it be okay if in that moment the same arm that Rurak is as kind of sacrifice would protrude through the clouds and reach
That's a good idea.
for Muir?
Yeah, like it's pulling you slowly upwards, and the cloud is coming down to meet you as well. But it feels like there is this point where it can only pull so hard, and it's not able to pull you anymore. And you see through the cloud comes Rex, stubby dwarven fingers reaching out towards you. But you can't. If you reach up to grab his arm, Ramo's gonna fall,
No.
and he can't reach you where you are right now.
I guess I'll give Ramo a little, rub behind his ear, and I'll see you later, buddy. And,
Sure.
let him... I hope he floats down. If he actually falls, I'm going to be very upset.
You don't really see. You
Okay.
do a little scratch, and you kind of reach one arm out, and you make contact with Rurak's fingers, and in that moment, as soon as you can feel actual other people there, there's like a split second, and you kind of your eyes kind of open wide, and you are in the Grey Thunder Temple, and you can see kind of on the altar next to you is Rurak's hammer, kind of like hanging off the edge of it, and you can see, Rurak is holding onto his hammer, passed out, and he's missing a bit of Rurak. Praffin, you're witnessing all of this go down. You suddenly see Rurak collapse. You see Muir reappear. What are you doing?
Well, if I can cast Regenerate on Rurak, which will grow his arm back.
Right.
So I guess what I would do is go and tend to both him and Muir first. Muir's obviously awake.
Yeah, Muir's just woken up.
So I would inquire after her well-being. Is she okay? Does she need anything? Explain the situation and how we came to be in Mount Grey Thunder.
Sure. No, I need to do some. There's some mechanical stuff I need to do here right now. So, Muir, you've died a couple
Hi.
times now.
It's true.
Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh boy, my favorite ones.
Ooh.
Open character
Is there like a
sheet.
limit to how many times you can die and come back?
The more times you come back, your first one's free. After that, there is a consequence, and we're going to see what Muir's consequence is right now.
Sorry, that my character sheet's not opening up.
You have to refresh your page.
Yeah, probably that's it.
Oh, okay. And
No
just
free
plugging back in.
refills on coming back to life.
Yep.
Okay, it's loading. It's thinking about it. Any minute now.
Yeah, mine took a little while to reopen as well.
Ah, there we go. Right. Okay, so Constitution saving throw, you
That's
say.
the one.
Normal. It's saying +4/+5, is that right?
So it'd be +5 would be your proficiency if you're proficient, and then you should add your
oh.
Constitution modifier. It might still
Oh,
think you got an
okay.
amulet on right now.
Oh, right. That's a very good point.
Either way, it's not above 1. It's not above 20, and it's not a 1. So while you're tending to your Constitution score, you can reduce that bad boy permanently by 1.
Ouch.
And-
That's it. Take that off.
Does that reduce your modifier?
Hold on. Oh dear God. Right. Okay. I've got a cool 5 Constitution now.
Oh,
Yike.
you'd be blown over by a light breeze.
Feeling
Feeling
Um,
weak.
limbo-y. Mm.
Feeling wiggly. Yeah.
And that's unfortunately that's not all.
Ah.
So it was a resurrection spell that was used to bring you back.
Oh
And
my
so-
god.
Coming back from the dead is an ordeal. The target takes a -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. Every time the target finishes a long rest, the penalty is reduced by 1 until it disappears. For the next 4 days, you're just a mess.
What was that? Was it just -4 to everything, basically?
-4 to everything. Yeah, basically -4 to all d20 rolls.
Okay.
But that penalty gets
Yeah.
improves by 1
Yeah,
every
yeah.
day.
Okay, that's fair.
It's not all bad news. You've got a third eye now.
Beg your pardon?
Whoa.
So
What?
you reappear, and you can feel like your eyes open, your 2 main eyes, but you can also feel that you, and certainly Raffin, you can notice this. There's a little third eye, or third eyelid, I should say, because it's not open right now, in the center of your forehead, underneath your paint.
Oh
Cool.
god. That's crazy.
Whoa.
You also suddenly, this time, maybe it's just, I don't know, blowing the cobwebs off an old body, but you feel like there's a sensation that you normally have that has now gone. You weren't aware of the sensation until it disappeared, but you can suddenly feel like you're aware that the sensation has actually been there for like quite some time, but it suddenly feels as if someone who has been watching you now can't watch you. And you also, as you come to, you hear a little voice in your head.
Oh, great.
It's you recognize it as the lady with whom you were just speaking, and she says,
Remember, Muir Kelly, this world's destiny is what you make of it.
And your rod in your arm is going to get a new feature,
Ooh.
which I will bop in the chat for you.
Like a bop in the chat.
Um,
Get fucked, servitors.
so that's you. You kind of you come back to in fresh but still relatively you body. So Rurak, you've not got an arm now. That's obviously
No.
going to cause you some trouble.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Now, Muir wasn't dead for more than a year, but I think we can probably agree that it's still a relatively, taxing resurrection to bring someone back.
I think so.
So until you finish a long rest, you can't cast spells again, and you've disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws as per the resurrection spell.
Okay. Yep. That's yeah.
With that out of the way, Muir is back. Rurak is unconscious, but seems stable. So Hrafn, you're sort of the only person left who's kind of involved here and is kind of basically capable.
Yeah.
You can also hear the congregation are like, "That's what just happened."
Cast because I've got regenerate as part of Arbor, and that will stimulate his natural hearing ability. He'll gain 4d8 plus 15 hit points, and he gets a hit point back at the start of each turn, 10 hit points a minute, and any severed body members, fingers, etc., are restored after 2 minutes.
You're gonna get a fucking cool tree arm?
That would be fucking sick.
It's pretty sick.
Is his arm just gone, or is it there? Did it come off?
No, it's like it was like you didn't see it, but it certainly looks like it was like basically melted away during the process of casting the spell.
If we had the arm, I could simultaneously knit it back to the stump.
No.
No.
So I assumed that it will. It doesn't say arm specifically. It says fingers, legs. Well, it says legs, so it must be an arm.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you're kneeling down and doing a little.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, so Hrafn kneels down and he starts whispering over Rurak. And gradually it's like the stump is probably still like molten, basically. Because did you not have like some iron that got stuck in that arm as well?
I don't remember getting stuck. I remember the thing that happened was definitely. Yeah, I batted it with the hammer. That's how I did the spell there. But Jake, what I remember with iron was like dunking it in molten iron, grabbing something. But I can't remember if we got anything stuck in it.
No, I think it was just going to be kind of permanently a little bit fucked after that.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Sure, that's fine. So it's kind of like there's like your stump is like red hot basically, and you start Hrafn kneels down and then slowly from the kind of like the glow begins to kind of fade, and there's this kind of like, I guess sort of slowly like these kind of vines start kind of netting out from it until they form a gradually hand-shaped thing. It's probably going to take longer than 2 minutes, I think, for this one to happen, given the circumstances under which he lost it.
Sure.
But it's there is a new arm that's starting to take place there.
Wow. Okay.
That's
really cool.
So yeah, Muir, what is your reaction to having just been woken back up?
See, I was trying to figure this out last week too, and I don't know what the appropriate reaction then would be. Certainly don't know what it is now, because running for your life in the snow, getting stabbed by a giant sword time thing, going to limbo, getting told the world's getting more than usual, and there's nothing that any of the gods could do about it. Being reunited with your best sheep pal, you're getting taken away from your best sheep pal, waking up in a freezing temple with a bunch of dwarves staring at you, your friend on the floor without an arm, having a third eyelid, feeling worse than usual, hearing voices in your head. What's the appropriate reaction there? Because probably, well, Rurak, no arm on the floor. Probably instinctively try and Rurak and then fall off whatever I'm on.
Yeah, because right now you've not got your prosthetics on either.
Yeah, and probably a little pass out.
Okay.
So yeah,
I don't know what they.
You can use Rurak as a crash mat.
Yeah.
Okay. So if both of you guys are kind of passing out, what we'll probably say Okay, well actually, we'll leave you guys there. Let's jump back to the Nethergloam. So,
Patrick, you look like the moon.
I look like I'm very blown out right now, aren't I? I want to change the settings in my camera, but Logitech is shit, so
Is it
maybe
because
not.
you're up against a window?
There's a window right there. And
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
that'll
Okay.
do it.
Are we gonna go to scale soon?
We're gonna go to scale soon, because it'll basically be siege day. So I just want to try and burn through the pre-siege stuff, and then we're gonna just jump into siege.
Okay.
So, Malbryn and Lidda, you guys watch as this golden construct dematerializes in this kind of flash of golden light. Where are you guys? What is your reaction
I'm gonna
in the aftermath of that?
hovering in the air right now. I'll probably just look down at Malbryn to make sure that she's at the healing that I did worked and she's conscious and not dead.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
Malbryn is conscious and not dead, so.
Well,
Let's get the fuck out of here.
yeah. I'll zip down and my wings will probably disappear because it only lasts for like a minute. And I'll cast a little cure wounds. Let me figure out my spell slots real quick. Do it 4th level. It's just so hard to find spells. There we go. No, that's the wrong one. Cure wounds. 4th level. Cast a spell. Healing. Normal. 16 hit points back. Okay, yep, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Sure. So you guys are just heading back into the Black Terror and up and out. Is that your plan?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so you guys enter into, the door is now open, having dealt with the thing. And you walk through the door, and you pass by like the spot where Malbryn got her cloak. Can be relatively fresh.
Is it there?
No, it's not there. No.
God damn it.
And you kind of enter into the room where you fought the big gribbly like mind demon thing. It's just like a regular room. There's some barrels in here now. And as you proceed up through the tower, you can kind of see that it's generally
When
been.
we freed, we let him like get out or something.
That's the one you let out and then
The bone
murdered.
guy. Oh,
Uh,
okay.
No, the bone guy. Yeah, no, he went back to hell.
Yeah.
He was on the top floor. This is the bottom. This is the mind freaking guy who killed
I
Nara.
don't think I told anyone about him. Oh, I should have told
Yeah,
someone.
you guys have a
about
favor to
that.
cash in with him.
Oh. Oh.
But yeah, as you proceed up through the tower, you can see that it's been reconverted back to be like a regular wizard tower and has much more homely vibe. And you can also, as you are heading up, you can also start to hear in the distance this like really sludgy death metal playing. Like you wouldn't know what death metal is, but like if either of you heard it, you'd be like, that's some really sludgy death metal.
My girlfriend lives here. Just,
Did you guys even knock?
No. It's fine.
Yeah, and the death metal gets gradually louder as you kind of exit out of the kind of subterranean bit of the tower and start heading up until you can kind of hear that like the next floor up, like the ground floor, that seems to be where the death metal is localized to. And you're kind of going to have to enter into that room and confront the death metal before you get out of here.
We knock. I don't know
Yeah.
if we should. Okay.
I
We'll
mean,
knock on
there's two doors. This is just a long hallway, you know. You know?
Oh, no, I don't know. What's that
We went
mean?
in the back door. We couldn't have
Uh-huh.
knocked the back door because it's multiple stories down. We've just, you know.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
almost
I'm
out
sure
anyway.
this will be
What are they
fine.
gonna do? What are they gonna do? Say go
Clunk,
back?
clunk, clunk.
Like a minute goes by
No,
and the death knell continues and no one opens the door. It's like they maybe haven't heard you.
Fuck's sake, I'm just going in.
Sure.
Should we try and stealth? Should we just...
I don't think we need to. Well, I know the wizard that stays here is she's the
that's
necromancy
fine.
wizard.
That's fine.
Yeah. It's just kind of weird that we're just kind of here in her house, basically. Anyway, open the doors.
Sure. So you open the door and...
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you open the door and you can see it's like it looks like this room is like a kitchen, or like a dining room or something. Like there's a table, there's cupboards and stuff, and there's food in the cupboards. There's something dancing on the table. It's about 6 foot tall. It's got like this kind of like mottled black red skin. It's got a pair of leathery wings. It's wearing a feather boa, and it's like singing along to the death metal. It has its back to you right now. It looks definitely like some kind of demon or devil or something.
Party on, man.
It hasn't noticed you yet.
Where's the music coming from?
It's just ambient music. You're not entirely clear where it's coming from.
Sick surround system, man.
Will they try and kill us? Maybe. I don't know. Excuse me.
Uh,
Hello.
the thing turns around and looks at you, and then it kind of goes pop, and like disappears.
Oh, I think he's embarrassed.
Do you guys just stand there?
I like your music.
You hear a voice.
We know what's her name? Fuck. I'm so bad with the wizard names.
You hear a voice from behind you say, and the thing reappears. It's stitched the feather bow in it, and it reappears and it says,
Oh.
"This area is strictly off limits. I'm gonna have to turn you to brimstone if you don't leave right now."
We just came up from down below. We were just gonna leave anyway. I know.
I told Carolyn, I said, "Hey, you should really board up that entrance, or otherwise we're gonna have people from the Nethergloam come up here, But did she listen? No. She's all like, "Oh, do what you're told, Garbon.
Well, it's okay.
I'm the one that's the wizard here, Garbon."
We're the ones that cleared out this tower. We know. That's kind of why we came up here. But
Oh, you're the you're the ones Mistress Carolyn was talking about. I'm Garbon. I'm her familiar. You're still gonna have to leave. I have an empty right now.
oh, okay. That's not a problem.
He kind of like looks anxiously at the door and back, and from the door to you and back. The death knell is kind of faded out.
How long has the day been so far? Like,
oh, it's like but on your clock it's like 11 a.m. or something. It's like lunchtime. You get a bit package.
Could we use your teleportation circle? I'm assuming you have one.
Mistress Carwin did really say whether I should.
I can sending her and ask.
Well, if you don't tell Mistress Carwin, that I let you use the circle, or that you saw me, then you could use the circle, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Deal.
Okay. But we gotta be quick because you could be back like any minute now.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, he leads you up
Are
to
you- Malbryn, are you
teleportation
good
circle.
to go back to capital?
Am I wanted? No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, that's where we're going then, because
Sure.
I don't know if I would know. I don't think there's a circle at fucking Mount Grafehunter, and I don't think I would know that they're there, so I'll go back to the capital.
Okay. So yeah, Garmon will lead you up there to the teleportation circle, and you'll be able to get back to Meriden. No trouble. He kind of sheepishly waves you off as you head in there. It's quite a nice tower now. So yeah, you guys step back into the spire. There's a brief moment where Malbryn nearly gets turned inside out before the elementals realize who it is again.
Yeah, I need to. I forgot.
Yeah, they kind of lecture you a
To
bit.
call ahead about that.
They stand there in the door with their arms crossed.
Can I just have like? Is there an option for me to have a pass for like if I where I can just have plus people with me? Because I usually have people with me. I'm kind of a group person.
Speak with reception.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys arrive back in Meriden. So it is the day before the siege today. Rurak and Muir are probably passed out enough that they will awaken like early morning on the day of the siege. What are Malbryn and Lidda's plans vis-a-vis siege? Because I want to kind of get to the siege.
I believe Malbryn's not coming to the siege. If she
Okay.
don't want to come to scale.
Malbryn is not going.
Okay. Okay, so Malbryn, are you staying in Meriden or are you going back to Rel? What's your plan?
Probably staying and resting and chilling and being sad.
Okay. So you're just okay, you're having a vibe in Meriden.
Bing chillin'.
Okay.
Being chilling.
Um,
And Lidda, what is your plan?
my plan is I can't do shit for the rest of the day, so I'm gonna have to rest and then head early tomorrow on the day of the siege.
Mhm.
I also need to. I'll get my sending stone out and I'll ask what's happening with other people, where they are, what's going on. Just out of the Nethergloam. Found Malbryn. She's out. We lost her cloak, but we got the daggers.
Some of.
Some of the daggers. Do people need a lift to the siege? What's happening?
So it's really probably only going to be Naren and Zorkar and Raffin that are going to hear that. And Malbryn, but obviously Malbryn's already there.
Did anyone reply? Oh God!
Oh dear, you've driven them away.
Right. Muir's passed out anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Hello?
Pretty good for left.
So I
already
can
here.
recover those guys and then tree us over to the siege.
Okay. I just don't want to use the teleport to go all the way. It's fine. It's fine. I'll meet you guys there. Where are you guys gonna be teleporting to?
Jake, do I know of a tree close to the siege? Where's the
Yeah,
closest
you
bit?
you guys have. Yeah, there's a forest nearby Orminth that you can get to certainly.
Okay. I'll be there first thing tomorrow morning. Yeah. Did I need to do anything else? Do I need to talk to the wizards?
I thought you said
Probably not.
lizards.
I think the wizards left. We'll get back to you on some of this stuff.
Okay, okay.
Or certainly there had been no formal arrangement made. I don't think because they're just like, oh, you got to wait about. Okay, we'll start. Off you go.
In that case, until then, I'm probably gonna stick by Malbryn because I still hear ticking and I am scared.
Okay. So you guys are just hanging out in Meriden for the day. If there's nothing that's going to affect the siege tomorrow, then you can just kind of hand wave it. And if there's anything you do want to do, we can do it over text or something in the week, or the start of next week. So I guess then, Naren and Zorgar, you guys have had your meeting with the wizard. Are you doing anything else the day of the day before the siege, or are we just gonna screen wipe to the morning of the 25th?
I can't really think of anything.
Okay. So in that case, we'll do clouds wheel overhead, sun rises, sets, moon goes up, comes down, sun rises again. And the next morning, Muir and Rurak, you both kind of you've been taken to just kind of a regular quarters in the temple. There's maybe a nice quarters for Rurak. I don't know. Rurak, you've been put in Matuk's quarters.
Oh, great. Okay.
And you awaken and you can see that you have an arm again now. And there's maybe a split second where you're worried that the spell didn't work. And then you can kind of look down and you see that you've got this arm. It's not a dwarf arm. It's like
It's a little mossy.
It's a little mossy. There's like strands of vine through it. Like it looks like it's made of like knitted vines, except the vines have like petrified. And so you've got like this like stone, like kind of crystal viney arm on your left.
Oh wow!
Snubbing
Like swamp thing.
That's so sick.
And
Okay.
you're feeling pretty exhausted. You're not sure if the spell worked or not. You've either something's happened to your arm, and that's probably all you're really aware of right now.
He's gonna take a minute, just like checking it out, prodding it, seeing
It
if he
functions
can
like a regular.
you can feel his fingers. You know.
Is it like maybe a little bit muted, but you can definitely you have all the same. It's a functional arm for all intents and purposes.
How about just like a little zappies? Any little finger zappies?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
The lightning out of this hand's maybe like green or something.
Okay. Yeah. I think Rurak's gonna gallop out of bed.
Sure.
Make it, and then go out to the main chamber.
Sure.
And try find Matuk, try find Praff, and
yeah. So Matuk is waiting for you. He's like basically as you open the door into the main chamber, you can see that he's like there's like a seat there, and he's sat on the seat. He's like dozed off, and he kind of comes back to, and he says, "My friend, you're back. I was so worried about you.
I don't remember what happened, Matuk.
I should take you to," and kind of. I guess he kind of like puts an arm around you as if you can't walk, and kind of takes you.
Okay. Yeah.
And so Muir, you kind of come to. I don't know. Maybe Raffin's here as well. I'm not sure where Raffin would be. Either meet up with Raffin on the way there, or Raffin's already in Muir's chambers. And Muir, you kind of wake up and you can see.
I would be sort of looking out for the both of them.
Looking out for the both of them.
Speaking.
Yeah, so you've been kind of going back and forth, I guess. Right now, you're kind of checking in on Muir. And then the door opens into the room that Muir's in. And Matuk and Rurak come in. And Muir, you can see that Rurak he's got a stone arm now. They didn't have before. And Rurak, you can see that Muir is there. She has a third eye that she didn't have before.
Wow. Okay. Rurak's gonna kind of push everyone else up the way and go up to Muir and just like big old hug. He's gonna like feel her face and make sure she's here, she's okay, and then Rurak is gonna go ahead and plant a big sloppy kiss right on you. It's like, "You're back! Oh my god! I hope you're okay. What happened?"
Rurak. At the end of the world is coming. I hate to alarm you, but I thought you didn't have an arm. What's going on here? There was a lady and she had where are we?
We're in Grey Thunder. It's okay. You're safe here. You're completely safe here.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I believe you. Maybe we need to go get some food in your stomach and then we can talk.
Okay.
I could give
also,
a good berry.
That's a good idea, Grafton.
Now, this may sound like a silly question, and you need to promise me you're not going to laugh. Is there another eyeball on my forehead? Honest question.
You know, I wasn't going to mention it, but it just keeps looking at me. And I can't tell which eye it's looking at.
Oh, is it open now?
No, it's not open. It's still shut.
Okay.
Just.
Right. Do you want me to give it a look? I've not dealt with third eyes before. Alright, Jake, I'm just gonna check it out. Does it look like just a regular closed eye?
It looks like a regular closed eye, yeah.
Gonna give it a little peek.
Sure, you give it a little peek.
A great big noise. I'll be right back.
You feel like there's some resistance there, and then like you lift up a little bit, and there's like this light spills out of it, and then it kind of like whips back shut.
Okay, that's out of my expertise.
Give it to me, Strike Talk. What's going on up there?
Nothing I can explain. What did you do?
I fucking died, man. There's so much to explain. I probably just starts crying.
Sure.
And gives Rurak another hug again.
You can cry. You can cry. It's okay. It's okay.
What happened to your arm?
I don't know. It's made of stone and moss now. It's awesome. I think a good 5 minutes of
Oh yeah.
mutual crying, and then Rurak's going to kind of pick up Muir. As long as she's good to go out, you're going to take her out to get some food and start recovering a little bit. And
Sure.
I think kind of halfway into the meal, we'll probably have the realization of it. Hang on, wasn't there something happening in scale? Shit.
Oh, what day is it? What day is it?
I think it's the day. Hang on. Let me call him. Bring, bring,
Sorry, what's this?
bring, bring.
Yo.
Hey.
Well, I'd tell him that Lyd had been in touch.
Oh, maybe you had.
Yeah, though, like, if I wasn't there, because I was just,
Mhm,
I think it's the wind blowing the door, there was an almighty bang, and I thought, what the hell's that? But yeah,
When you
I'll
guys
explain.
getting here, you're running late.
We're late.
Yes.
Is it siege day? Is it happening now?
Yeah, it's happening now. We have to be there kind of.
Fuck.
soon.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. See you soon. Bye.
So I'll goodberry up the two of them.
Yep.
Sure.
Are you guys actually fit to come?
No.
Well, Rurak could be fully healed. And I said I would do like cure wounds on Muir. So I would have thought they'd be fully healed by now, yeah? After
Yeah,
a
they're
night?
both fully healed, but they've
So-
still got some residual.
Emotionally
like-
healed. I don't know.
yeah.
Is Muir alive?
I was gonna say I was surprised. Yes, Muir is alive.
Whoa! Let's go.
Okay, give us a little minute. We're gonna be there as soon as we can. Bye. Right. Rurak is going to go to Matuk.
Mhm.
Matuk, are there any storm ravens?
Yes. Why for?
Me, Faraf and Muir need to get down this mountain as fast as possible.
All right. Yes. Yeah, he'll go and look you at 3 immediately. He does it whip sharp when it's the boss
Right.
asking him.
Okay.
And yeah, there's 3 storm ravens waiting outside for you.
That's great. I'm gonna give a very, very fast thank you to the entire congregation. Everything that they contributed was worth, and the power of Altius is strong here and strong with them. I will return. Until then, I have a responsibility to my friends and my party.
Yeah, they're like,
Oh.
they respond positively to that. They seem mostly concerned about that Muir's okay, and generally just kind of they're like, okay, yeah, sounds good.
Muir's
Basically
probably
fine.
just going to be standing there while Rurak says this. It just kind of looks towards where the resurrection. There's probably blood there if Rurak smashed his hand with a hammer.
A little bit, but
probably.
not as much as you think.
Okay, well, just kind of looks towards that and just there, just towards everyone, and just kind of goes, "Thanks, guys."
Sure. So you guys are
Probably
flying down the mountain, and then sorry, go on, Izzy.
As we've probably got like the most intense 1,000-yard stare
Yeah, okay,
going
yeah.
on at the moment.
Sure. Yeah, you're pretty vacant today.
Yeah.
Understandably. So you guys are flying down the mountain and transporting via plants to Orminth. Is that right?
Yes. I
And
think that would be the best to do.
Sure. And Lidda, how are you getting to Orminth?
I'm gonna use trusty old teleport. Hopefully, I don't end
Okay.
up in the wrong place.
All right. Give us a wee roll.
Can I go somewhere that I would feel pretty familiar with while I was there? I was
Yeah.
down there for a bit. Just because I would rather not end up fucking in the worst possible place.
Yeah, you probably either go to the restaurant or the warehouse. That would probably make sense for you to go there. Both of them you're probably pretty familiar with.
Okay, it's a D100 roll. 64. Believe that's on target.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. So the 25th rolls around. On the morning of the siege, Aaron and Zorgar, you guys wake up. Zarzan is also there. Zarzan also wakes up. You probably wake up roughly contemporaneous with the kind of large flash of orange light and some kind of smoky embers that as Lidda appears in the warehouse next to you guys. And you can hear there's a commotion outside, in the streets outside, and kind of people seem concerned. And do any of the army have a stone for you guys?
I don't know.
Okay.
They used to.
Gek and Nishan has one. I don't know if she's with them.
They have the old stone.
The old stone.
Is there not two stone systems now? Because most of us lost the first stone, so we set up a new channel. No, am I making that up?
I think you're right. I
Maybe.
feel like
And
that
they
was
have
right.
one of the OG ones.
Sure.
I don't know.
Was it just
Well-
more stones added to the same network?
All I remember is we managed to call them before, because
Yeah.
and Nishan has one now, I think.
Okay.
Or Gek or Ward. One of them has it.
So it's maybe not connected to the network, but you maybe.
I have no. What is I have one of the original ones still. 'Cause it never
Sure.
got taken off me. So whenever someone uses that, it goes to me. I think.
Right. Okay.
I think.
Yeah. So you maybe get in that case then that you hear a little message in your head maybe just before you teleport or as you arrive, from and it goes, okay. So we're outside the city now. We've really snuck up on them. They're totally bamboozled. I think we're ready to go. Balax is just kind of getting ready to go out and do a little proclamation or something. Go, hello. Give up your city,
Mm-hmm.
or we'll take it by force. Where are you? Are you all here?
We're in the city right now. We're
Okay.
in the city.
Okay.
I'll go over and nudge Zorkar and Naren with my feet. Just be like, get up. Siege day, guys. Come on.
Yeah, fuck. Alright.
He slept in on siege day. Well, everyone else is also running late. But the army's here, so we gotta go.
Has the army been spotted?
They just said that they were outside and they have snuck up and bamboozled. That's why I got.
Why am I asking if they've been spotted? Of course they have. Sure.
I mean, it'd be hard not to spot an army right next to a city.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, there's probably a certain like the army arrive and the city become aware that the army have arrived, and there's probably like I don't know, like maybe an hour or so before anything actually kicks off. In terms of there's like a Balax goes out the front and yells something up, and then another dude
So-
appears on the city walls and yells back, and there's yelling back and forth.
Are we
So-
awake during this whole hour play?
Yeah, you guys wake up like roughly when the army arrives.
Okay.
And
Are we
like
join them?
Raffin and crew probably arrive like 15 minutes later.
Is there any way to contact before Balax goes to speak?
Like consenting.
Yeah.
I start my
Um,
spells for today.
I was thinking maybe as a one last thing before this inevitably goes to the scary page I'm now looking at. If we can somehow contact Balax and have him give a warning, tell them to surrender, have him give a warning, and then, I don't know, fire off some big scary thing to hopefully have them surrender. So, are you able to produce like something really big and scary that doesn't waste a massive spell slot?
Like an illusion or like something actually scary?
Anything convincing enough?
Mm, Not off the top of my head. It's not really what I have going on.
Okay, never mind then. Let's just roll with
Oh!
it.
Oh, wait. I can create an illusion that is no larger than a 30-foot cube. So if you've got something, an idea for something scary that is 30 foot tall and 30 foot wide. Yeah. I can make it do a scripted performance for up to 5 minutes.
Oh boy. How big is 30 by 30?
Pretty big.
Quite big. It's like a house.
It's like a house, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not a very big house, but yeah. A house.
Maybe have, I don't know, I'm thinking either like an explosion of fire or some kind of scary ass demon looking thing.
I'd go with a demon.
Alright.
What is the
Go
use
with
of
the
this
demon.
first before I do it? Because it is a 6th level spell.
In the
Just give
hopes-
people a big fright.
oh. Well, it was in the hopes that when Balax asked them to surrender, we can hopefully use that to scare them a little bit further to hope that something will happen. It's basically a
How
last ditch.
about not a demon? How about a golden dragon?
I was thinking dragon, but 30 by 30, as big as that is, that's not dragon size, is it?
Is it
Still pretty
a
cool.
dragon? Is it a dragon the size of a house?
That's a 6x6, isn't it? Which
Oh,
is
You got a
Big
dragon
as
at
a
6x6,
dragon.
yeah?
Yeah.
You found
Yeah,
dragons
yeah.
that fit that dimension before?
You know, I feel like if I saw a golden dragon in the sky, I would be like, seem bigger, you know? Ooh.
Maybe. Yeah, okay, fuck it, let's go with that.
Okay. How many?
I guess
Six
in the
levels,
time
I
that
guess.
we hear the armies arrive, go and make our way to the wall where they've arrived to try and hear the conversation or something.
Sure, yeah. I mean, so you guys are able to. I'm sure somehow. So you guys are probably, through some method or other, able to stay on the city side, or actually go out front and be with the army. Like you could, because everyone on the walls is kind of pretty focused on people not getting into the city. They're not really paying any attention to people trying to get out of the city.
Yeah.
And in fact, there is people like leaving the city through the south, like civilians and stuff.
Okay. Not trying to leave the city, just staying within the city.
Okay. Yeah, you're certainly able to get to a wall or something nearby. Yeah, you can hear Balex is like, "We have arrived to claim this city and its lands for Narin and Zorgar Markex, the true heir to Scale's throne." And then, like surrender now or face our army. Kind of, like that kind of a chant is very much ongoing. And there's, and then, you can kind of see, or you certainly can hear the captain of the 5th Legion is up there kind of talking back. Go ahead and we'll never surrender.
This is the guy who captured me before, correct?
That's the dude that has Zorgar's glove and Zorgar's axe.
Nice.
Oh.
This guy
That
needs
dude.
to die.
Yeah, Captain Visan.
Okay, hang on. Calm down there. We promised
You need
as
to-
little
you need to
bloodshed as
deal-
possible.
You need to deal some swift justice, man.
Once again, we need to have a discussion on the concept of justice, but we promised as little
He stole my
bloodshed.
stuff. He stole my stuff.
Justice
That's not
is-
justice.
Swift and bias.
So Raffin and Rurak and Muir, are you guys gonna join up with the army on the army side, or are you gonna join up with the rest of the party on the city side?
Well, it's really wherever Raffin spits us out, of
I
whichever
mean, you'll
tree.
probably get spit out kind of outside the city, but you can make it into the city, I'm sure, through some way or other.
I think making it into the city is better.
Okay.
Yeah, go to the party, I would say, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you probably don't have to get super into the reads about it. Like, you guys are relatively high level. There's people sneaking out the city at the back end. You can probably sneak in.
Okay.
So you guys are able to all meet up again. In case there's any fallout from that. Finally, all being back in the one place again.
Hello.
Swift punch to the face.
That happened. You said it happened. What the fuck was that for? I mean, you know.
Thanks, Rurak.
What for?
Laying out my nose.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna give Naren a quick ball shot.
Okay, yeah.
Just a swift.
Rurak!
I'm waking him up. Get him ready for a battle.
We don't want to go too far into this because Nautilus doesn't take the joking. Nautilus goes for the throat, as you experienced last time.
Go to get him, Seven! I'll get him!
I'll give him a big hug.
Do you do like a wee water slap, Nautilus? Nothing lethal, just like a wee.
I only do lethal.
Oh, okay, I figured. All right, it's all good then.
It's good to see you, Naren.
Nice arm.
Thanks. This just happened. Oh.
What?
Everyone. Here is Muir.
Question was no one ever aware Muir was dead?
I'm not sure.
No, I don't think so.
Naren might just be like, okay, cool.
I mean, you can't see Muir has the third eye in her forehead.
Little
Yeah,
run over.
that wasn't what
and
was
give Muir a
brought to
hug.
attention.
I'm going for a hug.
Just kind of absent-mindedly hug everybody. Again, the 1,000-yard stare is very much just.
Cool eyelid.
Yeah, that. Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay. So
If you
we're
will not
going to
surrender,
war?
we have no choice but to take the city by force.
That's the cue.
All right.
Did you want me to do a
Dragon?
dragon? Okay.
Yeah, big golden.
Okay.
Roll
gonna do-
out.
I want like the dragon to come from like high up where it's like kind of like a just like a the silhouette
Mhm.
in the skyline sort of thing. And then like I don't know, dive down, make it just be as dramatic as fuck.
Sure. Okay. Like do like a kind of like a smoke thing, like fly over the city. Super.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
And then
So
like
yeah.
crash down like next to the army or something like
Okay.
yeah. Being like I'm with these guys.
Sure. Can you give us a performance check but use your intelligence?
Yeah.
Man, it's gonna be so embarrassing when this goes to combat and the dragon just disappears.
Intelligence so +5 is 11. It's not very good. Is there anything
we-
that can...
Jake. Oh, sorry.
You go ahead.
Can I assist by parting clouds to create god rays that shine?
Sure. Yeah.
on
Okay. Yeah.
the dragon?
Yeah. You can have advantage. Let it.
Nice.
Yeah. Go for it. Yeah.
How does that help Emma in this situation?
It gives her advantage. I think.
Okay.
I think
There
that
we go.
sounds fair.
Nice.
Are we about to go into battle after this?
We're about to do the
Probably,
siege.
yes.
Probably. Yeah.
This is a last-ditch attempt to not, but I highly doubt they surrender.
Can I pray to Blarius before we go into battle?
Sure. Yeah. What are the contents of your prayer going to be?
I'm just praying to him and asking him for any aid in battle he can give me.
Okay. Give
And
us a
serving justice.
give us a little religion check.
Cheeky bit of religion.
Cheap religion. Lidda, do you want to roll another performance check as well with your advantage?
Yes. Well, better.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Uh. Sure. Okay. Yeah. So Zorgar, you do a little prayer to Big B. And Big B he comes back to you a little bit, like not in words or anything, but you get the sensation that he's like, all right, if you're gonna do this, just like, be cool about it. Basically, he's like, there's a right and a wrong way to siege a city. Make sure you siege it the right way.
I also tell him I'm gonna get the axe back.
Sure. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any response by the X. But it's like, you kind of get the it's sort of like it's like like your parent.
Oh, and the shield.
And the shield. Okay, yeah.
Yes, does the other guy have the shield?
The other guy doesn't have the shield. The shield's back in the capital.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm still gonna get it back.
Yeah.
Not today, but
yeah.
Well, maybe today.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you kind of get it's like you get your prayer off, and you kind of it's sort of like you get kind of the response like you're it's like a parent who's been like, okay, I'm gonna trust you to do this and be responsible about it, but I'm gonna I'm watching you, so if you don't you better behave yourself, kind of a thing. Like if you do well, then sure maybe you can go out past the streetlights longer, more often. This is a little test to see if you're responsible enough. That's kind of the vibe you get. Yeah. So yeah, so Lidda, you cast this illusion, and Rurak parts the clouds, and this kind of golden dragon swoops down over the city, and kind of swoops back up and does like a spin, and then kind of lands next to the army. He said you can't see where the army is, so you're kind of just ballparking it. So you're not entirely sure where
we were out with the army. That's my bad. I didn't realize.
I mean, you guys can be. I thought you were inside the city.
Yeah,
well,
it's inside, but if it's yeah, I don't know.
I thought we were inside to lower the drawbridge.
We're not going to worry about the lowering of the drawbridge or anything. We're just kind of going to assume that it takes place during any kind of combat, if combat takes place.
Okay.
I'm not going to...
I guess it comes down to, in the siege play, do our characters actually make any impact? Does it matter where we are?
No, not really. It's kind of a scale grander than your characters. It's more like the thing would probably be, do Naren and Zorgar want to deliver the ultimatum to the city, or do you want to have Balax do it for you? Like if you stay in the city, Balax will do it. If you go out the front, he'll kind of defer to you, like you kind of issue the warning.
Yeah, because to me, I felt like you guys should be actually leading the army, right?
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so you outside then.
Time rewinds. We
Okay,
then go outside.
Scratch that. Yeah.
I guess Zorgar, do you want to deliver this message?
What's the message?
Just surrender, or we'll take it by force, and then dragon swoop.
Okay. Okay, I'll deliver the message.
Sure.
I guess
Yeah,
we'll
so
both go forward.
yeah, you guys head out to the front
Make
of the
an
army.
intimidation roll.
Sure, yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So what do you say to so you guys head out the front of the army, you sneak out the city, run around the back, meet up with the army. There's probably some kind of semi-emotional reunions, but it's kind of like they're all fast tracked because they're like, okay, well we do have a big fucking thing to do. And you guys head out to the front of the host, just in front of the gates of Orminth. And up on the wall there are various archers there, ready to kind of pop you off. And then kind of in the center of them is Captain Facade, who you recognize. You can see he's got Zorgar's axe on his back. Got a big glove. Zorgar's glove. And he kind of looks expectantly at you both.
Okay, so I'm at the front of the army, right?
Yeah, both of you guys.
I just deliver the message, and I just say, surrender, or we'll take it by force. And when I say it like I bellow it as loud as I can, and when I do it, I like point my axe straight at the guy who has my axe.
Sure. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that kind of, I think with your intimidation, you maybe kind of see his eyes kind of go wide a wee bit, you think, based on, you're a fair ways away. And it takes him a minute to kind of recompose himself, and he kind of, there's some people that carry up and whisper to him,
And then here comes a dragon.
and the dragon comes down. That also probably, I think that probably kind of throws him off a wee bit. And obviously, if you're with the army, you can know where the army is, and you can have the dragon land somewhere that's not where the army is, or that's definitely not where the army is. And he kind of he watches you on the walls. He kind of takes a deep breath, and then he says, "Orminth will never surrender."
Well,
I hear him say that.
Yeah.
I will retort back. Then your walls will fall.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Does he say anything back to that? He says, he kind of like kind of nods his head kind of in the direction of your big friggin' army, and he says, "To a force such like this, I doubt it very much." And he kind of like makes a gesture and like, maybe the archers don't have their arrows drawn right now, but no, they do draw arrows. You hear all the sound of arrows being drawn.
Let's see. We have archers?
You got archers, yeah.
we've got multiple archers.
I think you have mostly archers.
Mm.
Oh.
Aha! We'll win this fight. And then, as long as it remains a distance fight.
Can we have our
Yes.
archers draw their arrows?
Yeah,
I
sure.
also
Yeah.
guess if we have the fake dragon for 5 minutes, we might as well make use of the fake dragon. And maybe have, if you could, Lidda, make them fly up and over the city to hopefully take some of the arrows.
Arrows will pass through him.
Yeah, that's fine. At
So
least
they
they'll,
won't
know that.
Still waste them, yeah.
they'll let
I
loose so that we can let loose our arrows at them.
Okay. Sure, I'll do that. Also, I was going to ask, would it be beneficial for us as a party to have a telepathic bond right now so that we can communicate
The
shit?
entire army.
Not the whole army. I can do it to
That's a
8
horrible
people.
idea. A horrible idea.
Can
I
you please
was
all stop
wondering whether-
pressing reply all? Thanks.
Could we get Balax involved in that, Emma?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe it would be better to just do it with like all the leaders of the different
Mhm.
sections that we have, plus the brothers. What are we
Plus
thinking?
brothers.
2 brothers.
So it's 8, right? So let's count.
Yeah.
Naren, Zordar, Lidda, Krafen, Rurak, Muir. Or
I don't think we need all of
Arden.
us in it.
We don't need a party. No, that's fine. Okay,
No.
then Zordar, Naren, Balax. Sorry, you guys gonna have to name your leaders. I don't know them. Who else would be there? Is Farrell here?
Who do you guys
no,
want?
Farrell is a. Out of my boys, I guess we get 3 each. I pick Balax, Zazan's boss, and Mr. Blue.
Sure.
Blue.
I'm a good leader. I remember all their names.
Yeah.
I pick Samor's here, right?
Yep, Samron's your main dude from your legion.
Yeah, I pick him.
Okay.
I don't remember the names of the other guys, but the leaders of the other ones too.
Who else you got?
I remember their roles. I just don't remember their names.
You've got your archers don't really have a boss. There's the lady that kind of speaks for them and who you first met, whose name's Safara. She's the kind of the closest thing they have to a boss. Yeah.
Yeah, Safara and Samar.
Okay, so how many was that?
That leaves us with one more. You get one more pick.
It's gonna be me,
Okay.
because I'm nosy. Okay. That is cast. So we are all linked for an hour. So,
Okay.
at least for this bit, we'll be extremely organized.
Sure.
And then, yeah, Dragon's gonna do a cool swoop over the
Okay.
the
That is
city.
probably gonna initiate the Battle of Orminth, I think.
Nice.
Because if you guys aren't gonna back
Go.
down, this dude's not gonna back down either.
No, actually, fuck it. Let's just turn around and go home.
So
Darrell.
you should all be looking at the map for the Siege of Orminth.
Yep.
Oh yes.
I don't see the map.
Configure.
This
if I turn off
dragon is the
token
most
vision, can you guys all see
confident
it now?
dragon you've ever seen. He's cocky as shit.
I can see it says the Siege of Orminth on the top of my screen, but I don't see that.
Did you refresh that?
That might be it.
Did I do what, sorry?
Did you refresh
Refresh.
after my internet died?
Oh no, I didn't. Hold on.
I'll write it. So this, so we're not really caring about your characters in this. It's mostly just about the army. The stuff your characters have done so far is gonna impact the battle. But broadly speaking, it's mostly concerned about like actual big units of soldiers and stuff like that. Like you guys make a difference, but you don't make that big a difference in this kind of scale of battle. So, if you direct your attention to the right-hand side of the screen, the top right, you can see all your units. Now,
I can't see it.
you can't see it. Have you refreshed?
I just refreshed and it went away.
It worked for me.
I
refreshing.
refreshed. I refreshed after your internet died already, and I was back up.
Okay,
but
what if I
refreshed just there?
I'll take everyone off and put everyone back.
Oh, I can see something now. It was just black before. There we go.
You guys can all see it now?
I
Yep.
can
Yep.
see.
Okay.
Yep.
So these are unit cards. These represent your lads. You will notice they all have a commander slot. All of those commanders are right now just Naren and Zorgar. My suggestion would be, in the interests of brotherhood and communion and all those things, that you guys maybe farm some of your units out and give everyone a unit to run, and kind of command.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I see. I assumed all of the units on the right were outside the walls, so I.
no, these are
realized
just
the
this is
enemy's
pre-deployment.
cards too.
Yeah.
I see.
So we're gonna put these guys on the little grid. So you guys have the Vanguard reverse center rear, that's your army, and then the Vanguard reserve center rear at the bottom, that's their army. So
I was gonna say Lidda will probably go towards the Saros guys because magic.
Mhm.
If no one else wants to run them, I will take them.
That's cool. I think I'll automatically hand Zarzan the black barbs.
that would make sense.
Yeah.
I'm not even in
I'll
charge
take-
of them, but I'm in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sixth Legion.
In this moment, Zarzan gets a promotion and his boss gets demoted.
Yo, Finn, hit me
Alright,
up. We
so
got
then-
Storm
I
of
actually
Justice.
got demote him on the door. I'll maybe do it later.
Yeah. I'm gonna give my renegades of the 14th Legion to Rurak.
Okay.
Okay. Whoa. Renegade. Was that 2? 14th Legion?
I'm taking the 8th Legion for myself.
Renegades.
Taking the 6th Legion for myself.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone
Yeah.
feel
There's
particularly
2 archers
strongly
left.
about taking my archers? Yeah.
Does anyone want some archers? I've got archers too.
Yeah.
I'd take archers.
Cool.
Nice.
Who's left?
Mir.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have my
Uh,
archers.
Okay, cool. Rafan's got my archers, Zazen's got my black barbs, and Lidda has my Celos blue claws.
Okay, hang on, I'm just trying to find. Guys, I lost. Captain, what's this bucket?
Alright.
Can we just throw our faces on top of the cards?
Sure, do that for the minute.
What?
You good, Izzy? What's happening?
Is your internet not playing ball?
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
I think
Oh.
she's having some trouble.
Oh dear.
You know, you trying to.
Not letting me.
Oh, it's doing his targeting.
Mirror's dead!
Where are you putting Mir?
We just got her back.
Again!
Dead!
She's on archers. I thought she was 6th Legion archers.
Yeah.
I don't think it
I guess
matters.
it
It should
doesn't
be,
really matter. They're both
Yeah.
just
Doesn't,
archers.
yeah, it doesn't massively matter.
Okay, so Mir's gonna run 8th Legion archers then.
Oh, I've gone right. I've realised I put it on Zorgars rather than Aaron's.
It doesn't really matter. That's fine.
Yeah.
You can burn my archers.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I go 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I arm you for combat, and then can use all roll initiative for me, please.
Do we do that just with
Yes,
our
initiative.
characters?
Just with your characters, yeah.
Sorry, I think I missed all of that. What's happening?
You're
Uh,
running archers.
What was the last thing you remember, Mir?
What?
What was the last thing you remember?
I cannot hear you.
Oh dear.
No.
What?
Do we just roll a d20 or do we roll initiative?
Hello?
Roll initiative.
Initiative from your character sheet.
Hello.
Izzy.
Hello? I can't-
Izzy.
I think Lidda was taking some mages. I think.
Oh no, she's like a minute
That
behind.
is hella delay.
Oh, no.
I rolled initiative, and the dice came up, but I don't see the result anywhere, Jake. Do you
I see it in
Hi.
the tracker, it's fine.
Hello?
Hello.
No,
Hello.
she's
I think-
got to
I
the
think all
everyone
the
saying
the
hello
things
thing.
on Orminth thing might be shitting my internet. Hello?
Hello.
She's got to get to another hello section.
I'm trying to tell her over text.
Or if the text is also delayed by a minute, so it just lines up with our video.
Well, I don't think text would be that slow, right?
Shouldn't be.
That's weird how, like, her stream quality looks fine.
Yeah, like we're hearing her fine as well. Like she's not crackled or anything.
But it's just an
Okay.
entire minute behind.
Go on.
Bye.
Oh, she's losing minutes. Gonna be 2 minutes behind.
We actually use it as a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just roll from here.
Pretty good.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Well,
Okay, so I closed down Foundry. I think that might have been the issue.
Okay,
I see. That's okay.
that's pants.
Suck
I don't
up all
know
your
this.
bandwidth.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just too many things on the Orminth page, and
Maybe.
it's going, oh! I mean, I'll try start up again.
Okay, I turned the weather off in case the weather affects it. It's a shame.
It's
I thought the
weather.
fog-
Turn it off.
there was fog. It looked quite good.
I saw the
There was
fog.
like clouds
I
and
just
stuff.
saw the fog. I like the fog.
I've turned the fog off now. Okay, so if you direct your attention to the left-hand side of the screen, you will see there's a little handy cheat sheet, right? Because these are some new rules. It is relatively straightforward. It seems intimidating at first, but we start off by deploying the armies. Okay.
That's
Now, we deploy the armies in reverse initiative order, so it would normally be Lidda first. However, Naren, as a result of your scouting, you can pick 2 of the enemy units and make them deploy first, so that you guys then deploy based on knowing where those dudes are.
oh, do that.
Yeah.
What's the we don't know the use of deploying where, right?
That's a good point. So let's have a look. So these guys here. So these like the corners of their thing. You see the roofs underneath the little colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
guard towers. So if a unit is in there, and if archers are in there, it's bad. They're much better at archers when they're in there. So you want to not have their archers in there. You want to have your archers in there.
Oh, we
I
can
want
place
my
on
archers in.
this side.
No, you can't place on this side. But for example, if you force them to place archers first and they place them somewhere useful, you kind of know that. So there are some rules for what things go where. In fact, let's just have an example. So your infantry, like your legion, they go anywhere.
Legion.
They go anywhere you want, right? You probably want them in the vanguard. If you got archers can only go in the center rank, right?
Only. Ooh.
Only. But they can only deploy in the center rank, certainly.
So they can move up. I see.
They can move up,
So that's
yeah.
why you were saying about.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Infantry, so like your 8th Legion, they can attack in adjacent squares but not diagonals, right? So let's pull one in there. So if they had infantry here, right, you could attack their infantry. If they had infantry here, you couldn't attack those infantry. Does that make sense?
Sure. What
So you can attack in D-pad directions.
You have to. You
Oh
have
yeah.
to
So
have
if they were
space
that way, I could still attack.
attached.
Yeah.
Okay.
So also your vanguard and their vanguard are adjacent, so you can attack. So if their infantry were here, you could attack from where your infantry are right now. But no, if they were here, does that make sense?
Yeah.
You with me?
Can we move into their vanguard?
You can, yeah, if there's an open spot. So like if
You
they
can't
were
move
here,
into an occupied space.
you can move into an occupied space. So
Can
if
we
you
only move in straight lines, or can we move in diagonal?
you
Are
can
we a
only move in
bishop?
straight lines. You are not a bishop.
Damn it.
You're a rook, not bishops.
Okay.
So that you could move here and then you could hit them.
Or knights? Can we move in an L shape?
Nope. You can move one square as well.
Why not?
Other stuff.
We're pawns.
Basically, just pawns.
You are basically pawns, actually, yeah. But you can't take diagonally, so you're even worse than pawns.
Fuck.
We're like,
Pawns can't move
You're-
backwards though. I assume
You're
we
worse
can.
than
You
the
can move
worst
backwards,
chess
yeah.
piece.
Okay.
we're the king. Okay, king can go diagonally. Never mind, we're worse than the
So
king.
squares, squares like this, like
The
the
prince.
roofs, and these woodeny ones, like the walls. So basically, all the edge squares of their ranks, all the edge squares of Orminth are fortifications, and units that are in those, they get a bonus, right? So the corners are guard towers. Everything else is town walls, basically. And that makes you want to be in there. It's better, right?
Cool.
Does anyone have any other questions so far?
Only
I had a
question I have.
question.
You had a
Oh,
question.
the
Go on.
second, that's fine.
Mine's more to do with like I have a spell that could potentially help sort of change the map on our side. Like I have a spell called Wall of Stone. Which basically just means I get to make a big wall of stone.
Mhm.
And if I were to cast that, would archers be able to be on that wall and have like a bonus, like the guys over here on there?
So by default, no, because by default, so basically, we're running a slightly stripped down system, right? Normally, units that Lidda commanded would get a little bonus because a wizard's knocking around commanding, but I don't want to bog things down too much. So normally we'd say no. If you did it beforehand, I probably would let that happen. I think it will complicate it too much right now.
Okay. Well, just
So
forget
probably
about
no.
that. Okay.
But I will revisit the rules based on how this battle goes, right?
Okay.
I think that is all you need to know about the deployment, right? So basically, the way so if you're attacking, it basically works like if you're making a weapon attack, except you use slightly different stats. You see on the little card, they got attack, defense, power, toughness, morale, and command, right? Those are their stats.
Yep.
So if you want to attack, you roll a d20 plus attack, and you hope that beats the enemy's defense, and then you roll for damage, which is a d20 plus power, and you hope that beats their toughness, right?
Okay.
So you can look at your numbers and go, okay, you kind of get an idea of stuff.
The only question I have real quick is, do
Mm-hmm.
fortifications affect movement?
Fortifications do not affect movement. As long as there is an empty space, you can just move in there. And you can nab it.
Cool.
Do the different types of units have different, like, people they can attack? Like,
Yes.
the archers have a bigger range?
Yes, so on the cheat sheet it says it has attack process that has everything in there. So archers can attack anyone. Infantry can only attack people who are adjacent to them. We don't have any cavalry or siege units in this battle. Or aerial units, so we don't have to worry for them. There's maneuvers below. I think we'll probably not play with maneuvers. Except for the ones that we have to. Like retreat and rally we will probably have to use. But I think we'll maybe just can the maneuvers for this battle until we know what's going on. Does that seem fair with everyone?
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt, do you feel like you have enough information to be able to decide what units you want them to place first? Or do you have questions?
Couple questions.
Couple questions.
The archers can only place in the center. The infantry can be placed anywhere.
Yep.
What are the
Yeah,
actual benefits to me knowing where they place first, knowing that the archers are gonna be in center? Oh, so like I
It
can
would
not line up
probably-
with their infantry so they can't attack them.
Yeah, that would Or
Right.
decide to line up with their infantry so that you can attack them immediately. It's probably you probably want to have them place their infantry, I would assume. I'm not actually sure.
And wait, who goes first on the initiative order? Is it always going backwards, or is it just the placement?
So the placement goes backwards and then it goes regular initiative order. So Zarzan's going to get last place and then he's going to get first go.
Cool. And do I know how they're going to go towards us, or is it like all of our units go then all of theirs?
So on Captain Fasad is in the initiative order. He goes second, so he goes straight after Zarzan. So he's going to place the rest of his units relatively late on. So he's going to place his units after you and attack before you. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's bad.
Probably
Okay.
not good. Yeah.
Yeah, so I want him to place first.
Okay. So you can choose two of his units.
I want his. There's just 3 infantry, 3 archers, right? There's no differences between them.
Yeah, no, they're all the same.
Okay, just 2 of his infantry then.
Okay. Well, he's gonna place. The other thing to know is that if at any point one of the rows is empty, it collapses, and so it's basically you treat it as if it's not there. So if your reserve row collapsed, then all of a sudden your vanguard and your center are right next to each other. If that makes sense. What the implications of that aren't super clear, other than it makes it so like actually the obvious implication is that if you have an empty reserve and your reserve collapses, but there's a spot in your vanguard, then they could get their infantry into your vanguard and immediately be able to hit your archers.
Sure.
So you want to probably avoid that.
A buffer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Cool.
Okay. So that's that taken care of. So Lidda, where do you want to put your? What have you got?
I have the blue claws. They are light infantry.
Okay, so you can put them anywhere you want. Where would you like to put your guys?
I don't know. I'm using the telepathic bond. Where am I going? Where should I go?
Well, if all the archers are gonna be in the center, I kind of assume the black dots are gonna go in the rear. I don't know. It's kind of up to Zarzan.
We have to go in the center.
Yeah, they're archers.
Oh, they're archers. Fuck. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, they can always move out of the center, right? They could just
Yep.
go back to the rear and still
Yep.
attack.
But then the center will collapse if there's no archers left in the center.
Yeah, well, you keep you've got 3 sets of archers.
Okay, I see you stagger.
And yeah, and also I could. Well, yeah, I guess we want all infantry up front, right? Because that's
Create a wall.
Yeah.
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 Let's. We need something in the reserve, though. I don't know.
You don't need
just
something
place
in the
wherever.
reserve.
Yeah,
Um,
but then we lose the buffer, and they'd have to.
Yes, but
Yeah.
oh, no, sorry, yeah, reserve. You probably do want something in reserve.
I
But you
go
don't want
here.
archers in the buffer,
Yeah.
do you?
Place however you want, and I'll.
Right here.
You want right there.
Yeah.
Can I wonder if I can make it so that you can control them?
I think I can control mine.
Okay, I've just got to go in.
Oh, is it because I'm the commander?
I think
see.
so, yeah. If I make Saros, so if I configure permissions for them and I make Emma an owner, then you can probably move them now, Emma.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So
Okay,
next
that's
is
good.
going to be Hrafen to place yours.
Alright.
So Hrafen has the 6th Legion archers.
So they have to be in the center, is that
They
right?
gotta go in the center to start off with, yeah.
Does that mean we have to put one infantry in the rear at the start to make sure it doesn't collapse?
Certainly, if you don't have any infantry in there, it will collapse. The rear is, as far as I can remember, the rear is only really of concern when there's cavalry, because cavalry can attack things on the edges of the map, basically, but there are no cavalry involved here today, so you probably don't have to worry about the rear.
And you can't re-expand a collapsed
No.
area if you. No.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so Hrafn's going right there. Who is next? Naren is going to be you. Where are you going?
Right there.
Okay. And then
I'll be the buffer.
Rurak, you got to place your guys next. You should be able to drag them now.
Oh, I can drag him? Oh,
I think
actually
so.
I can. Okay. Here, I'm wondering, Hrafen, what do you think of if you were one to the left?
Yeah,
Or, I
sure.
mean, do we have other infantry as well? Yeah. Well, maybe, yeah, because it's one that we're commanding, so maybe if you're one to the left and we have like a different one in between us.
We have 2 other archers going in that row.
Yeah.
We have 2 other archers going in that row. Okay.
So it's probably getting filled.
That's fine. Yeah. That's cool.
Okay. So that's Rurak. So Zorgar, where are you going to place your infantry?
My dudes.
Yeah.
Where will I put my guns?
Oh, I was also wondering, how does turn order go with, like, do you move first and then you get to attack, or?
It works the same as regular stuff. You can attack and you can do it in either order.
I can put them there, can I?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So Zarkar's got his guys. Mir's not here. So I guess Naren, where do you want her archers to go?
There's 2 sets of archers left, right?
There is, yeah.
Symmetry. Symmetry.
There.
Symmetry always wins.
Sure.
Fine.
I trust in the symmetry. Oh, I can move
Can
them,
I
can I?
move
What
it?
Yeah,
am I
you should be
doing?
able to.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I forgot.
Okay, so you're going there. And then it's the other guy. So I gotta place his guys there.
Rashad.
So
Rashad.
his archers are gonna go. He's gonna have some archers here. And he's gonna some archers there, I guess. And he's gonna put his other infantry here. So that's his guys.
Oh. He's got no rear or reserve.
That's a good
It's
point.
gonna collapse.
Interesting. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
an
already placed it.
idiot.
Already placed it.
Oh,
Sorry. Yeah.
why you point it out? Damn it.
My bad, sir. Sorry.
So Sergeant, where are you gonna place
Just
your last
shouting
guy?
over the
Excuse me?
wall.
You're gonna lose your reserve.
You've not got a rear.
Fucking
What
shut
kind
up,
of
Sarson.
formation is that?
Tarzan cannot move
Oh, hang on.
his
Sorry.
usurped
Sorry.
troops.
Sorry.
Tarzan's also on
Noel,
the beach right now.
Owner,
Could be.
you should be able to move him now.
You say he's at the beach. I just see him on the side. He's like, fuck this. I'm done this sandcastle.
Have you guys seen that meme
I'm
that's
gonna
the
go
horse
catch
look
some
on the beach?
rays.
No, look at the horse on the beach.
Okay, is that everyone placed? It looks like it, doesn't it?
I believe so.
Believe so.
Okay,
If we had one more in the rear, we could have a little baton.
so you've got no one in your rear. So it collapses. Now he doesn't have anyone in his rear, but there are fortifications there, so I think it doesn't collapse because there's fortifications.
Nah, it probably should.
What the fuck?
Because otherwise, if it collapses, then no one can use those fortifications. So that doesn't feel right.
That feels right.
This man's making up rules.
I'm just gonna check it. Sorry. Come on, where is it?
Send a picture of Zarson.
Yeah, if a rank contains no units or fortifications, that rank collapses and is no longer part of the battlefield.
You need to.
Okay, so then, Lieutenant Belzeros, you have the initiative. You got your archers. Your archers can attack anyone. Who would you like them to attack? And we'll take it from there.
Who should I fuck up, sir?
Should I also maybe give you guys more of a breakdown of what's happening?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, so attack and defense. That's your rolling to hit and seeing if you hit. That's your attack roll on armor class analogs. Power and toughness. That's to see. So if you successfully attack, you deal 1 damage, and then you make a power test of rolling your a d20 plus power against their toughness to see if you deal any extra damage. Right. Morale and command are kind of special ones those are kind of like saving throws. Like they kind of come up like occasion. Like if you take a buttload of damage, then you maybe have to make a morale test to see if your guys stick together or leg it. And if you want to execute any maneuvers, which we're probably not doing today, then that would be command. The number in the sword. So like for the black barbs, it's 2. That is the number of attacks they can make. So the black barbs get to make 2 attacks. The damage, that is the damage they deal if they successfully do a power test. You don't have to worry about tier. That's just a kind of a general like idea of power. And the size is how many hit points they have. So you guys have, I think all your guys and all their guys have 6 hit points each. So if you take all their hit points off, then they're gone, right? Does that make sense? Does anyone have any questions so far?
All
I
good?
understand.
Okay. So Zarzan, you got the black barbs, you got 2 attacks. Who are you dishing them out on?
Probably archers. So what did you say it does if they're in fortification?
So there are little fortification cards next to the thing. So right now, people are only occupying town walls. So what that does is it gives them a little bonus to morale, which isn't super relevant right now, but it also it gives them a +2 defense because the walls in the way, so they're harder to hit.
Okay. Well, I'm probably gonna fire at. Do you want me to do attack by attack? Because I want to attack.
Yeah, let's do attack by attack.
Cool. I'm gonna. Is there any difference in the attacks at all, or is it just the same?
They're the same attack.
I'm gonna attack the bottom left corner archer dude.
Okay, so roll a d20 plus your attack, and you want to try and beat an 11.
My attack is 5.
Oh, are crits a thing in this? They might be.
I sure hope so. At least right now.
That's a surprise round. It's like the start of Helm's Deep. We just let loose before.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I can't find the thing right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah, Days Prey is a crit, and I realized I forgot some other stuff. Because Zarzan, you also you did some scouting, and I said that you could choose one of your units and make them hidden for the first round, which makes them harder to find. So any one of your guys' units you can hide for the first round.
Who do you want someone to be hidden?
It might be good for infantry to sneak into their vanguard, but I don't know.
What does being hidden mean?
Other units have disadvantage on attack tests against a hidden unit.
And how long are they hidden?
The first round. So it makes them more survivable for the first go. And then after that, everyone knows where they are.
My unit is pretty weak compared to other units. But I don't know if that means it should or should not be hidden. You know what I mean? Might be more useful to like make sure the stronger ones don't get hit.
Yeah, at the same time, you're also the only one who can break into their vanguard.
Yeah.
So they don't get a benefit to attacking being hidden, just defense?
No, that's just defense.
Okay.
I feel like they're gonna block me next round anyway.
Also, even if they let you in, these guys would probably move here.
They would flank
Yeah.
you, and then
Yeah.
they could
Well,
just
I think
fuck you
I
up.
also think the guy in the middle is gonna go here and just hit me this next round.
It's your decision. I'd opt to give it to Zorgar, probably. Or maybe archers to buy that. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
Have we got a priority for the archers? Are we aiming for the archers first?
I feel like
Really been discussed.
I went for the archers because the infantry is going to be hitting the infantry. They're not going to be hitting the archers right now.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
the
it's
arch-
solid. In Total War,
Yeah.
that's the first thing I do is take out the archers.
Yeah. I am going to make...
Take out the archers and I'll meet you in the middle.
I think I'll make Zorgar's dudes invisible.
Okay. Can you still see them, Zorgar? If I do that?
No.
Okay, let's not do that then. Let's not press the hide button. Let's just put a little...
It's only for like one round, right?
Yeah, let's put a little,
Yeah.
little that guy on. Okay, so they're hidden.
Like what you least expect.
Zorgar also said that you were going to be able to choose one guard tower occupied by an enemy unit and make it so they don't provide any benefit the first round. Obviously, no one's in one, so I'll just say it's the first round that someone's in it, they don't provide a benefit. So one of the four corners you can decide to kind of be worse for the first round. It's up to you.
Okay.
But pick
Do I
one
have
and
to
let
pick
me know.
now or just...
Yeah, you gotta pick now. Pick now or forever hold your peace.
I'll pick the front right one.
Front right. Okay, let's I'll just drag a little yeah, that'll do.
Is there
One of those guys on
rear collapsed as well?
Their rear is not collapsed because there are fortifications in it.
Okay.
Fortified our rear.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, with that out of the way. So I'm gonna for this battle, I'll say yeah, you can critically hit. So
Alright.
so because you got an attack off, Okay, yeah, let's say that the attack does double damage. So that's gonna normally just hitting with an attack does 1 damage, but it's a crit, so we'll do 2. And then I need you to roll a d20 plus your power to see if you're gonna deal an extra damage.
D20 plus my power. 14.
14. Yeah, that's higher than their toughness of 11, so they're gonna go down another one. So you've taken them down to half. I feel like something happens then.
Yeah, they quake. Quake in their booties.
So they are now diminished when their current casualties are half or less than their starting casualties. The first time a unit becomes diminished, that's now, it must succeed on a DC 13 morale test or suffer another casualty. Okay. So I gotta roll
Run away if they lose.
1d20 plus 2. So they're not gonna make that. So that's gonna take them down to 2. But that doesn't happen again now for them. So you've successfully done a boatload of damage to those guys on your first attack. What are you doing on your second attack?
Holy fuck.
You know what? I'm hitting them again.
Go for it.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time to
Crit
crit
2,
again.
crit 2,
And
crit
wipe
2.
them out.
Go again.
So that's D20 plus attack of 5.
Yeah,
Oh.
Oh no. It's
that's
11.
not gonna hit them.
Does it have to be more than their defense?
Their defense has +2 because they're on the walls. So they've got a defense of 13 right now. But you did a bunch. So, next up is this guy's go. Let's start, I guess, here. So, he's gonna move.
Yep.
And he's gonna attack Lidda with
Yep.
his guys. So he only gets 1 attack because he's infantry. He gets +4. And 9, that does nothing. So that guy's that he's fucked. So then the other guy, these infantry, they're gonna attack Zorgar.
Priest.
Zorgar's hidden. So
How do you see me?
doesn't matter.
attack
They're not gonna hit
Peter.
him.
Because
They
I'm
can
invisible.
smell you.
The other infantry are in the reserve. They're gonna stay there.
Them.
And then it's gonna be his
Balls for the
archers.
week.
These archers are going to move back into the tower. Those
Oh,
archers are going to
you're
stay where they are.
Fucker.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let's yoink another guard tower reference over here. So this guy is gonna bottom left. He's gonna attack Zarzan because Zarzan just fucked him up.
There you go. That's right.
Come on, ahead, son.
Oh, they're in the corners.
Yeah, they get +2 to. Is it just power or is it attack?
It's
Oh,
just
no,
power.
hit me.
Okay, so
No.
you can suffer 1 damage.
Oh, I don't want to. Do
No.
I do that or do you do
Uh,
that?
I'll just do it for you.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh.
Are you back?
What'd I miss?
The battle has begun.
The battle's
Critical
begun.
hit.
Oh,
Yeah, Zarzan crit on the first go. And
yay!
now he's going to get hit by the
Oh.
guys he just hit. Okay,
No.
so 1d20 plus the power of 5 plus the 2 bonus for being in the guard tower gets him another 24.
Power of 5.
So you're going to take another damage, Zarzan.
You're trying to kill all my characters this session, Jake.
Yep, every last one of them.
I got 2.
And then he's going to try again with the old attack. A 10, that's not going to hit you. So that's them done. Let's go with the middle archers now. They're gonna attack. Probably your archers. They're gonna attack. The archers on the opposite side. They're gonna attack the 8th Legion archers. Are those Mirror's archers?
Yep.
Okay, they're gonna attack Mirror's archers.
Ah,
They don't have any guard tower bonuses though, so they're gonna go 9, nothing. Second attack 8, nothing.
Oh my
And then the
God,
back
these
right
rolls.
archers, they're gonna attack. They're gonna attack Rurak's archers.
Ah! No.
So plus 5, 14. That's enough. So you're gonna take a
Aw.
damage, a damaggio,
No.
and
No.
then they're gonna roll that. Plus they're in a guard tower, so you get another 2 on their power. 20. This is gonna be another damage. And then they're gonna attack again. And they don't hit. Okay, that's all the bad guys. Mira, are you back in on Foundry, or are you still?
I don't
Are you
dare
just listening?
try. I'm probably just gonna listen because
Okay.
every time I've opened Foundry, it's absolutely shat my internet.
All right, Naren. Then I'll give you. Then you get your archers then. So it's your archers. Or should we just take Mira at the initiative order? Just that's pretty easy. Let's just do that. We're just gonna take Mira.
So I got 2 people on my go.
That's probably the easier way of doing it.
Phew.
So Zorgar, it's you. You guys.
My guys.
Like,
Our
we
infantry?
should be in a war zone
What are they
just
gonna
now
do?
Anyway.
Yeah.
You know, cheer from the sidelines.
I
I think Ward's there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cheering Wardo.
My dudes are gonna attack the dudes that are in front of me.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
So do as a d20 plus your attack. You're trying to beat a 16 because these guys are they're on the wall.
Is it
Wait, what?
my attack?
So it's your 6th Legion's attack, so plus 4.
Okay. D20 plus. No, that's equals.
You don't want to don't have to be equals to
820
4.
equals 4.
Oh,
Damn it!
Oh,
You
I
slash
lived.
R.
I lived.
Why did it do it like that and not as?
You're gonna
That's
do
okay.
slash R space d20 plus 4, or 1d20 plus 4, probably.
There's also the icons. You can just click at the bottom.
That would also work.
Bottom.
No. Typing.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
So that's gonna. So you inflict a damage, and then roll a d20 plus your power of plus 5.
Oh.
You're trying to beat their 15.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
Woo.
All right. You
Take
clear
it.
them out. You guys fuck them up. They're still standing. Rurak, it's you.
It's me.
It's you.
Okay. Who am I able to target here?
Anyone. You're archers.
Anybody. Absolutely anybody.
Absolutely anyone you want.
I think I want to try have a go at the 5th Legion archers.
Oh, the guys at the back left.
There's so many 5th Legion archers.
the ones that are really low in the back left.
Yeah.
That's right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry. How do I go about this with a roll?
You do 1d20 plus your attack value on your card.
Okay. Hiya! My
Oh, it's an
attack.
invisible roll.
It is an
Yeah.
invisible roll. Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know. Oh, Blaz a blind GM roll. That's why.
Okay, just roll it again.
Just
Put
roll
it back
again.
on public and roll it again.
Oh, that means it was a
Was it
crit.
good? Yeah.
Oh, you rolled the exact same thing again.
Oh, it danced on a 1. It was a 13. That's cool.
And yeah, plus your attack.
Plus 5 is 18.
That'll hit.
Nice. And do I get 2 attacks?
You do get 2 attacks, but we've not finished. You haven't rolled for damage yet. So now I
Okay.
need you to roll a d20 plus your power. And you want to beat an 11.
Which is 3.
That'll kill them.
That would dead him. No.
So now you get your second attack.
I will go for the same set of archers. So that's gonna be a 16 to hit.
That'll do it. Okay. So they're at 0. Something happens when they're at 0. So
Annihilate.
they've failed their morale test. That means they are broken. So they've legged. They've fled. They may reform later on.
Join me on the beach.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's put them on the. Put them on the beach.
Man.
Okay, that's
We're
Rurak.
playing with Salson's dog.
It's a horse.
Right, Naren, it's you now.
Did you not see the horse meme?
No.
Why is the thing?
It's in Bingo General. That's what Zars is
Just
doing right
draw
now.
a dog.
I thought that's what you did. I'm gonna use the archers first.
Okay.
And
Who are
I'm
you gonna
going I'll target the guys not in the tower.
The middle archers?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. So roll a d20 plus your attack. You're going to beat their defense of 11.
Oh.
That's not going to do
I
it.
guess.
Yeah. Try again. That will do it.
13. Woo!
So they take 1. And then roll a d20 plus your power, yeah.
Oh.
Yep, that'll do it.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so that's your archers done. Who's next?
I mean, I only have control over my infantry after that. I don't really know what to do with them.
Oh yeah, you guys are in the reserve, aren't they? They don't have to do anything.
Oh,
Yeah, it
did
kind of
any
feels
of
like
the
a waste.
archers move?
Yeah, kind of forgot about that part.
Yeah, can I? Because
And then you can move up here. Move your dude up.
Yeah, it would save the reserve.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good. I still won't be able to do anything though.
but you'll at least be able to move up, and then you can do something next turn, probably.
Yeah, like go in their vanguard and get absolutely flanked.
You'd get the walls though.
Whoa!
Walls give all your guys a bonus to morale. Because you've got walls.
When we're in them, or
Yeah, as long if you guys have someone in the walls, then that, yeah.
like at least one person.
Yeah,
Also, they've already gone this whole round, right?
they have.
So they can't move their dude in their, what the fuck do you call it? Not the vanguard,
Tower.
not the
Guard
center.
tower.
The reserve.
The Ingwa.
Oh, the reserve. I see.
Yeah, they can't move their dude up from the reserve right now. They could next turn, but then they're gonna risk like closing up one of their things.
It won't close though, right?
It's just if I move my
Because they've
infantry
got
in there, I
fortifications.
can't do anything, and moving
Yes.
another step forward is death.
But you're doing nothing from where you are.
Yeah.
Well, I
Either
could
way.
be taking a step to doing something though, going around Emma or Finn
A round would take you
4 turns
about
to do
six,
anything.
right?
Yeah,
6
I
turns
don't
before you
think
get
it's
to the
worth it.
Whereas if we are
Fuck
able
it,
to
yeah.
take out one of them, you can move forward, and then it's not as bad.
I'm going to use my lovely archers as a lure.
Uh-huh.
To hopefully lure them into Finn's wacky zone.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. So you're not attacking within. You can't attack with anyone. Is that you then?
Nope.
All right.
Yep.
Krafen, it's you. You've got some archers.
Yep.
Your archers can attack any of the bad guys.
I want to attack the archers that have already been hit, that are like just behind
These guys in the middle.
those ones there. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So start off with roll a d20 plus your attack bonus on your card.
Attack bonus is +5.
Yep, that'll do it. So that's going to inflict a casualty on them. That brings them to half. So now
Nice.
they've got to make a little morale test. But they got walls, so they get an extra bonus to that. So they got to roll 1d20 plus their 2 base morale plus 2 from having the walls. It's a 14, so they don't take another casualty. So now, can you roll me a d20 plus your power, Raffen? Yep, that'll do it. Okay. So yeah, Raffen's archers take 2 points off these guys.
My arrows will blot out the sun.
So Lidda, it's you.
Oh, and
Does Raffen only have one attack?
Oh, you're right. Sorry, Lidda, it's not you.
Never
Raffen,
mind,
you get a
never
second
mind.
attack.
I'm waiting.
So D20, same again, D20 plus bonus.
D20 plus attack, yeah. I take it you're attacking the same guys?
I am.
Go for it.
Okay, 11.
No. Okay. Lidda, it's your turn now.
Wasn't for that pesky screen, that was on an 18.
I'm attacking the dudes in front of me because they're in front of me.
These guys? Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, D20 plus attack.
17 plus 3.
Okay, that's gonna hit him. So they're gonna go to... And then D20 plus power.
20.
Yeah, most do it. Alright. So, the end of round 1, you guys are doing pretty good actually, yeah.
Good rolls, good rolls.
Round 2. Zarzan, it's you.
Do they have
Yeah.
more troops, or is that all the troops we know about, or?
That's all the troops they have.
Oh, cool.
The yellow archers,
The yellow archers.
the center.
These guys. Sure. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
+5.
Oh,
Oh no.
a 1.
Ooh.
That's good.
That's not gonna do it. Thank you.
Okay. I'll try again.
Go for it. Come ahead.
17.
17? No, that'll do it, eh? Let's see if you can finish him off, though.
Alright. 21.
Yeah, you finish him off, yeah.
Get God. Give him
Fair
the
enough.
boot.
They've gone.
Join me on the beach.
What's friends?
It's looking good.
Okay. It's him. So let's have his archers go first. Maybe they're gonna change their tactic here. Are they gonna change it? No, I think. Okay, they're gonna go for the blackbirds.
I haven't even touched them yet.
20. So you're gonna suffer a little cheeky thing. So now can you do a d20 plus your morale?
Absolutely.
Oh no.
Okay, so you suffer. So bad news is you suffer another casualty. The good news is you don't have to do that again.
We're kicking arse, but we're not feeling great about it.
Yeah. These guys are gonna attack with their. Oh no, they didn't do their power chest, did they? +2. That's not gonna hit.
Oh.
So they're gonna do 17. That is gonna hit you, isn't it? And then they're gonna see if they can finish you off.
Oh.
But they do not.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the reserve's not gonna. Yep. Okay, so the leftmost infantry are gonna attack the blue claws. /R. 1d20
claws.
plus 4.
Oh, blue claws.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
And d20 plus 5. Nope. Okay, so you get away with just 1. Then the reserve infantry have moved up to the vanguard. They're going to try and tussle with Narens. They do not. The other guys are going to try and tussle with the Zorguards, which they do. And they're going to try and see if they can And do a little bit of extra damage, which they do. So Zorgar, it's you. You guys are just taking a wee bit of a pound. What are you doing?
Who has pounded me? The guy in front of me.
The guys in front of you, yeah. You pounded them, they pounded you back.
Hey. Well, it's time to open a can of kick-ass on them.
Alright.
Hell yeah, brother.
So, gotta... Yeah. I'll attack them.
Alright. So a d20 plus your attack.
One D20.
Yep, that'll do it.
Fucking on my head, son.
Alright, let's see if they make their
You're
morale.
going home.
Oh, I forgot there are 2. They get another 2, brings it to 13. So they just make it. Because they got the walls. It was dicey for a minute, but they got the walls. Okay, so now do a d20 plus your power.
You said going home in a fucking ambulance.
Call an ambulance. But not for me.
Not for me. Fuck.
Not for them
me.
either. Okay, so that's Zorgar. Mr. Dawnforge, it's you.
It is
Come
I.
up.
I will. You know, I feel like you guys kind of have those front infantry sorted out, so I think I'm going to take out that fifth Legion archers right at the back. So I'm going to go for a wallop of them, Jake.
Go for it.
Alrighty. So we'll add a little. What is this? Oh, I don't think it's going to hit. I don't think so.
No.
+5, not happening. Sorry. Straight
Okay.
into the center. Again. Ah, 16 is going to hit.
That is going to hit.
And then you said another d20 for the power attack.
Yep.
Hiya! 13?
+3.
Plus 3, 13. Yeah, their
No,
toughness is only
it's-
11.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so that's gonna hit him. Okay, so you deal two casualties.
Ah!
Wait, does their reserve collapse?
No, because it's got fortifications in it.
God damn it. I keep
Only
looking
ours
out for it. Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, right now only yours do. Yeah. Okay, Naren, it's you. You got 2
Archers to
units.
Shoot archers at the back.
Go for it.
$16.
Yep, they'll hit him. Let's see if they make their morale test. So, alright, 1d20 plus their morale of 2 plus their wall bonus of 2. 15. Yeah, they make it. So now you're power.
Ah, fuck.
Nah.
Second attack, also going out then.
Go for it.
17.
That will do it. Yep. You wait. You wait.
17.
17. Nice.
Finish him off, Rafford. And then I'm gonna whack the Legion in the middle.
Go for it.
Nope.
Okay. I just want to check. Okay, that's fine. Remind me at the end of the. Remind me after your turn. I've got to check some. Okay, Raffin, it's you.
I'll try and finish off the 5th Legion archers at the back.
Go for it.
Aye!
Yep, that'll do it.
Fuck.
They're gone.
I
Oh,
was about to
Ooh.
lose all of my stealthy boys, for fuck's sake.
oh.
Nice.
Okay, so your first attack takes him out. Then you got another attack.
I think we'll hit. Does anyone have a preference? I'm thinking 5th Legion infantry.
They're all
And
5th.
on the
Yeah.
right hand side. Sorry.
um,
The ones on the right hand side.
Sure.
yeah, that's the weakest.
Yeah, see if we can finish them off.
I do like the focus tactic quite a lot.
So do I do power this
That's
time
the
or
way
do
to-
it?
You do attack again. Because we didn't do a power test for your previous one because they attacked when took him out. Yeah, that'll do it. And now do power.
Oh,
Nice.
so many 17s.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Raffin takes out one unit and takes down another one. And Lidda, it's you.
Oh. Okay, I guess I'll attack these guys again.
Go for it.
15.
15. Yeah. Oh, I don't think that does do it. No, they got a defense of 16 because they're on the walls.
Dang it. In that case, I say goodbye and fuck you and move back.
Okay. Right. Okay. So it's the end of the round. So the end of each round of battle, each side adds up the total of their remaining units' tiers. If one side has more than twice the tier value of the other, they have won the battle. So you may have won.
Okay.
So
Hey!
add up all your tiers.
You have 7.
Okay. They only have 3. So you win.
Get fucked.
Hey!
Surrender!
Hey!
Each commander
That was
on the losing
actually-
side must immediately attempt the retreat maneuver.
No survivors.
Where are you gonna
Calm
go?
them down.
Ooh.
Offer them to switch sides. Well, hey, come join us, eh? What do you think?
Join us
I
or
mean-
die.
Can we do anything about this? Is it just the retreat maneuver?
it just happens. It's just to see if their dudes die outright or some of them still survive.
Oh, I really hope they succeed then. Fuck.
Okay, so the topmost
Oh.
archers, they make it.
Can we not be like, it's okay,
bottommost
we'll
ones
just
do
let
not.
them retreat?
Yeah, do we have to just slaughter them?
No option.
I'm just following the rules, man.
Okay.
Oh.
Or slaughtering.
Yay.
I mean, I suppose if you're not...
We
I
decide
mean,
not to.
the difficulty is making it clear to all of your many soldiers that they should not be taken prisoners,
Well,
which is
we have
difficult
a
when half of them are
telepathic-
like Wrath dudes. Because like you have a link to
I'm not one of the
Balax, but like
commanders.
Balax isn't like you'd have to go around and tell every single individual guy.
It would
I
at
could
least
do
lessen
something.
the damage.
Okay. But I mean, if you I'll give them advantage then.
Maybe. No, I can't do anything.
I mean, their lead by example is someone who's been cutting off people's tongues, so...
Hey, that's not heads.
Also true. Okay, so those guys, the middle guys are dead.
The one I'm leading, huh? Lead by example.
They didn't even do anything.
How dare you?
Ooh.
We took one stab and missed.
Okay, so it's just you actually kill one unit of archers, everyone else escapes. And it's just gone 10 o'clock, so that actually seems like quite a good place to just pause, having completed the Siege of Orminth. So yeah, so I guess a couple hours probably go by as there's a siege happening. But your guys gradually, it's the Orminth troops seem pretty confident because they're like, we got the walls, we got the towers. What are they gonna do about it? But your guys managed to break through into the city itself, and then it's all kind of downhill from there. And eventually, I suppose we will probably pick up next week with you guys having taken control of the palatial building in Ormond, like the town hall, basically, or the city offices, I suppose. Having been victorious and having claimed the first casualty in the war for scale. It's only taken us like fucking 30 weeks.
Yeah.
We did it!
Hey!
Step one, baby!
Hurrah!
Step one!
5-year
Uh,
campaign.
So yeah, if you watch the
Give
stream,
it
thanks for
there.
watching. We'll be back next week probably. See you later.